Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Lord of All, My Territory Can Infinite Evolution. Chapter 91. Pulling Diao Chan to the soft Simmons bed, they sat side by side. Diao Chan took the initiative and asked, "Nothing big happened in the territory recently, right?" "It's okay, I just miss you a lot." Zhou Yan looked at Diao Chan's peerless face and looked at her seriously. Diao Chan covered her head low, not daring to look at Zhou Yan. Her whole face turned red with embarrassment again. The other hand that was not caught by Zhou Yan tightly grasped the phoenix clothes on her body. Fortunately, the clothes were of good quality, otherwise already scratched. "Is the trial difficult?" Zhou Yan asked. Diao Chan nodded and replied, "It's indeed quite difficult. I didn't have any clue at first, but after the trial, I succeeded." Zhou Yan gently touched Diao Chan's face with one hand. Her skin was fair and smooth. After changing jobs, her whole person had a fairy-like aura. Facing such a little fairy, if she didn't do something, I'm afraid he's not a man anymore. "Chanur, I miss you." Before Diao Chan could react, Zhou Yan kissed Diao Chan, catching Diao Chan off guard. Diao Chan struggled for a while and then followed Zhou Yan. Zhou Yan quickly took off his clothes and pants with the hand speed of being single for decades plus 18 before rebirth. Then he pressed Diao Chan on the bed and successfully pushed Diao Chan down. A war begins. At that most important moment, Zhou Yan found that the yin-yang creation technique he had been practicing suddenly had a great reaction. This is extremely yin energy. Zhou Yan was surprised. Very shocked. Before Zhou Yan could finish his shock, something new seemed to appear in the heart of the Lord in his mind, which seemed to be a pink stone. But he didn't have time to pay attention to this now, he was completely caught up in the sudden extremely yin energy. When he was practicing, he could never feel any extremely yin energy entering his body. At this moment, he finally realized it. It turned out to be because I was still a virgin. When yin and yang meet, that is the real magic of yin and yang creation technique. But how can he care about this now? Beauty is more important. But along with his movement, he began to practice the yin-yang creation technique independently. This shocked Zhou Yan. So, in order to practice, to become stronger, and to have stronger strength to protect his territory, he decided to practice hard in the future and make progress every day. Ring an equal lower half circle. Then Zhou Yan discovered that the spiritual energy in the Aura Bamboo House was converging towards the two of them crazily. Not long after, his realm actually broke through the martial Dao 16th layer heaven, and it was still rising at an extremely fast speed. The same is true for Diao Chan. Her level of strength is rapidly growing stronger and she soon breaks through. "You have to work hard. ... I don't know how much time passed, until Diao Chan begged for mercy. Zhou Yan let her go, hugging her delicate body and lying on the bed. You. Diao Chan covered her head. "She is so pure." Diao Chan fell into a deep sleep not long after, she was too tired. His realm actually broke through to the realm of martial Dao 20th layer in one go, which can be said to be an extremely rapid progress. In the past, he could only cultivate the power of extreme yang, which caused the yin and yang in the body to be inconsistent, and the realm progressed very slowly. Now, he has found a way to speed up his cultivation. He regretted why he didn't capture Diao Chan earlier. Looking at Diao Chan, he began to check Diao Chan's basic attributes. Everything else is similar, but Diao Chan's basic attributes have also increased a lot after changing jobs. Hero: Diao Chan. Charm: 120 base 5. Luck: 80 basic 1. Strength: 128 base 0.6. Physique: 127 base 0.7. Agility: 126 base 0.8. Spirit: 133 base 1.5. Occupation: Flower Fairy. Charm and luck have both increased by 50 points, and the 4 basic attributes have directly increased by 100 points. Zhou Yan sighed. This profession is obviously not simple. Moreover, Diao Chan has also cultivated to the martial Dao 15th layer heaven, which is only 5 levels lower than him. By the way, there seemed to be an extra thing in Heart of the Lord before. He focused on the colorful ancient scroll in his mind, which was formed by the Heart of the Lord. Now, a stone exuding a pink aura appeared in his eyes. "What's this?" He was very surprised and seemed to appear at that time. He took a closer look and was surprised. This stone is also a building. He immediately built the building, but because he was still inside the house, he could not see the building outside, but he could see the 3D virtual shadow of the territory in front of him. Territory tip. Build a special building, Sansei stone. He looked at the properties of the building. Building. Sanshengshi. Grade 1. Upgrade required. 2 couples. Quality. Special construction. Defense. Unable to destroy. Special attributes. Couples who successfully carve their names under the Sansheng stone can sign in every day to get extra soul coin rewards. Only people who love each other can carve the names of both parties. Closing square bracket. Introduction. Lovers in the world will eventually get married. Asking what love is in the world, 3 lives are carved under the 3 lives stone. 1 thought in a lifetime will last until death. Closing square bracket. The upgrade method of Sansheng stone is completely different from other buildings and seems very special. The most important point is that this building can actually sign in to obtain soul coins, which is definitely the most shocking to him. Although I don't know how much I can get now, it is better than nothing. It was already dark, and Zhou Yan fell asleep holding Diao Chan's soft body. The next day, the monsters didn't start attacking the territory until 6 o'clock. Today is the 16th day of the newbie trial. As of yesterday, the monster's level has reached level 12. He still doesn't know what level today's monster will reach. In the newbie trial, the level of monsters, under normal circumstances, will not exceed level 10. The reason why monsters exceeding level 10 appear is entirely because of their color lord space. Similarly, after a monster reaches level 10, the quality of the treasure chests it explodes also improves a lot. Monsters above level 10 have a half chance of exploding other treasure chests at the black iron level. When Gen Mi opens these black iron treasure chests, she can get a minimum reward of between 6 and 10 soul coins, spirit coins. But now, after changing jobs, Diao Chan's luck has surpassed Gen Mi's. He plans to let Diao Chan open these treasure boxes today. After getting up, Diao Chan's face obviously had a hint of maturity. Now that she has become a woman, her temperament is more luxurious and charming. She tied up her hair and put on a crimson phoenix dress. Zhou Yan took her jade hand and came outside the house. He called everyone in the entire territory over. Groups of people lined up neatly outside the house, waiting for Zhou Yan to speak. Zhou Yan held Diao Chan in front of everyone and said directly, "From now on, Diao Chan will be the mistress of the territory." After everyone heard this, they loudly said, "Hello, mistress." Diao Chan was very moved. Zhou Yan's announcement had proved his status in his mind. Several resentful eyes looked at Zhou Yan. Ni Xiaochen, Si Tang, Hua Yurong and other women were very envious, but they also knew that Diao Chan was the first person summoned by the Lord, which had a very special meaning. Zhou Yan smiled at them, as if to say, "Don't worry, you will all be my women sooner or later." After seeing Zhou Yan's smile, the women started laughing. They also wanted to become the Lord's women. After explaining the main things, Zhou Yan asked everyone to go to the Great Wall to defend against monsters. After the Great Wall level is upgraded to level 20, it is also 5 meters high. The most important thing is that there are bunkers and attics on top. Soldiers can stand on the wall to observe the monsters outside and prepare various defenses at any time. After everyone else left, Zhou Yan said to Diao Chan, "Chanur, let's go take a look at the newly acquired building yesterday." New building. Diao Chan didn't know what the new building was yet, so she and Zhou Yan came to a quiet corner and saw a pink stone. The entire stone was shrouded in romantic roses, full of love and exuding with brilliant light. "This is Sansheng stone." Zhou Yan began to introduce. Zhou Yan led Diao Chan and came to the Sansheng stone. They saw 2 names on the top of the Sansheng stone, which were the pink names of Zhou Yan and Diao Chan. "Chanur, we have been recognized by the 3 life stones. From now on, you will always be the mistress of the territory." Zhou Yan looked at the shy Diao Chan lovingly. She was very happy, but she was too shy to look into Zhou Yan's eyes and just nodded slightly. Diao Chan was so charming that Zhou Yan couldn't help but hug Diao Chan in his arms again. Even if he hugged Diao Chan for a whole night, he still couldn't resist Diao Chan's charm. "Let's sign in and see," Zhou Yan said. Yeah, Diao Chan nodded in response. Sign in, Zhou Yan said. 3 life stones prompt. Lord Zhou Yan successfully signed in 3 life stones and received 100 soul coins. 100 soul coins. Although it is a bit small, the current 3 life stones are only level 1. After the level is raised, the soul coins will definitely increase. Diao Chan also said, sign in. 3 life stones prompt. Diao Chan successfully signed in 3 life stones and received 111 soul coins. Diao Chan was luckier than Zhou Yan and got more soul coins. These soul coins appear directly in their upgrade interface. Once the soul coins meet the upgrade requirements, they will be automatically upgraded. It would be great if there were more buildings like this. Zhou Yan thought beautifully. He was looking forward to the newcomer trial ending soon, so that he could go out and buy buildings and build more buildings. The territory has reached level 24 and its area has reached 30,000 square meters. As long as the territory has enough space, you can build as many buildings as you want. He was thinking that since his name and Diao Chan were engraved on the Sansheng stone, could he and others be able to carve their names on the Sansheng stone again? He planned to try looking for Ni Xiaochen. People came to the territory because of him. They have been neglecting each other for several days. Now that they have successfully pushed Diao Chan, it is time for him to take action against Ni Xiaochen. What's more, Ni Xiaochen was originally the goddess of his dreams in his previous life. He was naturally full of a sense of accomplishment to be able to obtain such a woman. Let's go see how the monsters attack the city. Zhou Yan looked at Diao Chan. Okay, Diao Chan nodded. The two came to the wall of the Great Wall to watch the monsters outside. Today's monsters are a group of level 13 rotting corpses. The entire territory is filled with the smell of rotting corpses, which makes many people dislike it. They look very ugly, as if they had just crawled out of the ground. However, the movements of these monsters are not slow at all, and they are much more flexible than normal people. They were holding various rusty weapons, shields, and broken flags. They looked like a group of ancient armies fighting on the battlefield, wearing various types of armor and helmets. Although they are at level 13 and can face powerful defense towers, they are still so fragile that they are defenseless and are destroyed by the attacks of the defense towers on the way forward. After 10 hours of continuous attack, only a small number of rotting corpses were able to break through the range of the defense tower. However, facing the tall and mighty city wall, their weapons could not break through the defense at all, and they were quickly killed by the soldiers who appeared in the city. He looked at the newly appeared monsters, a group of elite monsters and a monster emitting bronze light. This monster also sat on a carrion horse. Bronze monster. Zhou Yan was still surprised. This was the first time a monster with a higher level than the leader appeared. Monster. General Carrion. Quality. Bronze. Level 15. Special. High-level spear skill, spear breaking skill. Introduction. A certain general who fought against the death of the Lord World turned into a corpse monster after his death. Closing square bracket. The rotten corpse general roared, and the rotten zombie monster in front made way. The rotten corpse general ran quickly on horseback, heading towards the territory. A sheet of poisonous gas falls. Although these rotting monsters are undead, the poisonous gas tower can still cause great damage to them. This is the power of high-quality buildings. Then a sheet of ice covered the other elite monsters and were instantly killed. However, the corpse general was very fast. The moment the ice fell, he hid on the edge of the ice tower and received only slight damage. After that, he rushed towards the territory again. The other monsters at Azure Bronze level are quite powerful. Zhou Yan commented. Yan Chixia saw that this monster was quite strong and had already passed through the attack range of the defense tower and was heading towards the territory. The Lord just happened to be on the city wall, and something moved in his mind. He had shown great strength recently, and had a lot of good wine and food to enjoy. The most important thing was that it was clean. This was really his ideal place. There were no intrigues, no annoying corrupt officials, and the territory everyone is easy to deal with. He had completely fallen in love with the life here and wanted to show off, so he took the initiative to come to Zhou Yan and said to him, "Lord, leave this monster to me." Okay, Zhou Yan nodded. Yan Chixia smiled, jumped up, and flew directly from the city wall. The 5-meter-high city wall was nothing to him. Yan Chixia soon met the rotten corpse general. He was a Taoist priest and could restrain these evil spirit monsters. In the past, his magic power was weak and the means he could use were very limited. In just a few days after arriving in the territory, his strength increased more than 10 times than before, and he could cast various spells with ease. Paramita. Yan Chixia recited the magic formula, picked up the demon-killing sword specially designed to restrain evil spirits, and slashed out a sword light. General Gigi raised his spear and aimed his sword energy to attack, but he was still knocked off his horse by Yan Chixia's attack. The carrion horse that the carrion general sat on continued to move forward, hitting Yan Chixia, and raised its front hoof to kick Yan Chixia. Yan Chixia dodged, recited the mantra again, and swung her palm towards the carrion horse, directly blasting the horse and turning it into pieces. Monster, take my sword. Yan Chixia rushed towards the carrion general and launched a frantic attack on it. As soon as the carrion general stood firm, he was violently attacked by Yan Chixia. He only resisted a dozen moves before being struck by Yan Chixia's sword. The head was chopped off, the body was split open, and finally burned to ashes. Yan Chixia was very satisfied with her own strength. The strength of this rotten corpse general was even stronger than that of the old Black Mountain demon. If it had been before, how could he have been able to deal with it, but now, there was no pressure. He jumped lightly, climbed up the city wall, and soon returned to the city wall. He cupped his hands to Zhou Yan and said, "Lord, you are fortunate to have lived up to your fate." Yeah, Zhou Yan nodded and found that Yan Chixia's Qinggong was quite good. Although he has high strength attributes, he does not know this kind of lightness skill, and he cannot be as light as a swallow like Yan Chixia. As for Ni Xiaochen, she can also fly, just because she is a ghost, which is what they are born with. This Qinggong is pretty good, teach me when you have time. Zhou Yan said. If the Lord wants to learn it, he will naturally give it to him. Yan Chixia was delighted. He didn't expect that the powerful Lord didn't know how to do light kung fu. I want to learn too. Diao Chan looked at Zhou Yan. Let's learn together. Zhou Yan smiled at Diao Chan. After the corpse general appeared and was killed, there were only a few monsters behind. After the settlement was completed, Zhou Yan took Diao Chan directly back to the territory and headed towards the mysterious shop. I hope Mystery Shop can refresh some good things for him. It's a skill book. When he came in and took a look, he was immediately very happy. He was very lucky today. 2 books appeared, one was a skill book and the other was a skill book. Even the skills are shown, but the quality is a bit low. After looking at the quality of this technique, he found that it was only a D quality technique that he didn't like at all, so he could only hand it over to other people in the territory for use. Item: Snowflake Sword Technique. Quality A. Introduction. The Snowflake Sword Technique is continuous and powerful. When used under ice and snow conditions, the power can be doubled. Closing square bracket. Price: 5 million spirit coins. A skill book of this quality only cost 5 million spirit coins, so he naturally bought it without mercy. Then he brought it to Diao Chan and said, "Chanur, take this skill book and use it first. I'll exchange it for you when there's a better one." "Thank you." Diao Chan took the hand and said, "Why are you so polite to me?" Zhou Yan touched the hair next to Diao Chan's cheek. Her hair was dark and beautiful. Diao Chan shyly stood there and let Zhou Yan play with her. Item: Chan Gong. Quality D. Introduction. Meditation practice, enlightenment from the heart. Closing square bracket. Price: 10,000 spirit coins. To him, 10,000 spirit coins were nothing more than drizzle. The remaining 3 things were all materials. After buying them all, he started to refresh them. 5 brand new items reappear. An azure bronze level gauntlet forging blueprint, a silver armor, 103-star water attribute crystal cores, a catapult building, and the last one is 104-star silver ore. Not bad, especially a building was refreshed. He was very satisfied, bought everything, and left the territory with Diao Chan. The first is to build catapults. Territory tip: build catapult. Catapult evolved into meteorite tower. Another brand new building appeared. A stone tower that looked like a boulder appeared within the city wall of the territory, and all his defense towers were placed between the thorn fence and the Great Wall. This is another SSS level defense tower. Zhou Yan immediately upgraded the meteorite tower. Territory prompt. Consume 300 spirit coins to upgrade the meteorite tower to level 2. Territory prompt. Consume 600 spirit coins to upgrade the meteorite tower to level 3. Building. Meteorite tower. Level 20. Required for upgrade. 30,000 spirit coins, 10 3-star earth attribute crystals. Quality. SSS 0 thirds. Required for upgrade. 3 meteorite towers. Defense. 30,000 30,000ths. Special attribute 1. Can release meteorite attacks. Closing square bracket. Special attribute 2. Every 2 hours, you can release a meteor shower attack. Closing square bracket. Attack range. 200 meters. Introduction. Meteors are falling from the sky. I ask you if you are afraid. Closing square bracket. With the addition of defense towers, the security of the territory has been improved again. The 3-star water attribute crystal core I just purchased can be used to upgrade King Crystal. Territory prompt. Consume 20,000 spirit coins, acquire 10 3-star water attribute crystal cores, and raise the King Crystal level to level 21. Territory prompt. Consume 30,000 spirit coins, 23-star water attribute crystal cores, and the King Crystal level will be raised to level 22. After reaching level 24, 103-star water attribute crystals have just been used up. King Crystal all attributes have been greatly improved. The greater the crystal defense, the safer the territory. He came to the artifact refining shop again, sold various equipment, and then gave Jerry the blueprint of the bronze gauntlet he just purchased. Lord, I have good news for you. My forging level has reached gold. Ha ha ha. Jerry said happily. Golden blacksmith. Zhou Yan was really surprised and said quickly, congratulations. Thanks to the materials and blueprints provided by the Lord, as well as various spiritual fruits. If there were not so many resources provided to me, I would not have been able to advance to the golden blacksmith level so quickly. Jerry replied, this is what you should do, let's celebrate tonight. Thank you, Lord. It was indeed a good thing that Jerry was promoted to the golden blacksmith. Of course, Zhou Yan had to give a celebration banquet to the chief blacksmith of the territory. Lord, after Jen Mi arranged for people to collect the loot outside the city, she took the initiative to find Zhou Yan. Jen Mi, what's the matter? Zhou Yan asked. I want to go into the Heritage Temple. Jen Mi said. Of course, Chenur has already come out anyway, so it doesn't matter if you go in. The territory's defense tower is enough to deal with the monsters in the trial, so Jen Mi has no problem entering the Heritage Temple. It seems that she took the initiative to speak after seeing Diao Chan's strength improved a lot after completing the job transfer, and she didn't want to fall behind. Thank you, Lord, I will go in then. After Jen Mi finished speaking, she went to the Heritage Temple, hoping to complete the trial as quickly as possible. Because the current monster attacks lasted for a long time, from morning to afternoon. Although he still wanted to send people out to explore the foggy area, it was too far away from the territory, and it would take a lot of time to go back and forth. Because time did not permit, he did not let anyone go out too far. He only killed monsters within the developed range. Because these places have been developed, the number of monsters is much less than in the foggy areas, and the rewards obtained are not as many as before. The soldiers in the territory are all above level 10. They can kill these monsters alone, and the extra soul coins they get every day are about hundreds of thousands, which is not bad. Li Shuang found Zhou Yan and saluted, Lord, Mistress, the dinner is ready. So fast. Zhou Yan looked at the sky, and it was already dusk before he knew it, and asked, have the people who went out to hunt monsters come back? It is estimated that they will be back soon, they will not be too late every day. Li Shuang replied. Having Li Shuang do the logistics in the territory really saved Zhou Yan a lot of trouble. She would have people collect the spiritual springs every day as soon as possible. He only had to sell some every day. When they come back, notify everyone to start the banquet. Zhou Yan ordered. Yes, Li Shuang took the order and left. Soon after, everyone appeared in Drunken Immortal Tower. Perhaps because of the newcomer's trial, the brewed Drunken Immortal wine had been placed here for several days, but it failed to attract anyone, so he regarded this place as a canteen. The main reason is that there is no large-scale canteen yet. He will definitely build it in the future. Otherwise, so many soldiers in the territory will have to eat in the white-robed ghost soldier barracks. Each of these soldiers will be his powerful capital in the future. He cannot the soldiers who wrong themselves. He only sells a small amount of spiritual fruits now, which are basically used for the people in the territory to eat themselves and improve their attributes. Of course, as his friend, if the other party wants to buy it, he will definitely sell it, but the quantity will not be large. Many people in the chat room were asking him to sell more spiritual fruits, but he was not very short of money right now, so he simply ignored those people. In the world of lords, he was the only one who could be so generous and even supply unlimited amounts of spiritual fruits to the soldiers in his territory. If it were any other lord, he would definitely maximize the benefits of the spiritual fruit. Zhou Yan is not a pure businessman, he just wants to make his territory stronger. The soldiers in the territory went through life and death for him every day, but what did it matter if they only paid some spiritual fruits and spiritual springs? He even feels that it is not enough. When the territory develops more comprehensively in the future, he will definitely plan more policies. One of them is the cinema benefit, where some people are arranged to go in and watch movies every day to experience the life of modern people watching movies. He occasionally goes to take a look, and even yearns for many movie worlds. He has raised the level of cinema to level 20. Unfortunately, the cooling time to enter the movie world still needs 28 days, and level 10 only reduces 1 day, so he must look for a movie with a higher force value next time. Go in. The banquet specially prepared for Jerry made Jerry very happy. Even in the world of lords, a black gold level other blacksmith is very popular. Once such a person appears, he will be recruited by the lords of major groups, and the conditions are very good. He is indeed happy to be able to obtain another black gold level blacksmith. In addition, Jerry has not yet entered the Heritage Temple. If he goes in and obtains a powerful professional inheritance, his forging level will definitely be improved to a higher level. During the newcomer trial, there were too few high-level ores, mostly 1- and 2-star ores, and most of them were bought up by him. There are too few ores above 3 stars, and some people will keep them for themselves even if they get them. As a result, what he can acquire is very limited. As for the ores with 4 stars and above, there are not even a few pieces to be seen. A banquet made people in the entire territory become familiar with each other again. Everyone drank, chatted and toasted each other. Even many maids and palace maids chatted happily with many soldiers. Because of the 3 life stones, he now feels that there are still too few women in the territory. In the future, he will have to summon more women, which will require a large amount of soul coins to be summoned. The maids and palace maids he had summoned before were all pretty good looking. If they could like other people in the territory, he would not interfere and would even be very happy. In this way, the 3 life stones can be upgraded, and they can get more soul coins by signing in every day, which is of great benefit to themselves and the territory. After the dinner, Zhou Yan chatted with several friends for a while, traded some things, and then said to Diao Chan who drank some drunken immortal wine, "Chanur, it's getting late, let's go back and rest." Seeing Zhou Yan's smile, Diao Chan's whole face turned red with embarrassment again, and Zhou Yan took her hand and walked into the Aura bamboo house. Then, a blood-boiling sound came from the whole room. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth in the Aura bamboo house also quickly entered the room where they were, increasing their strength. The yin and yang energy in Zhou Yan's body is slowly beginning to balance. A small part of it has begun to show extreme yin energy. When the yin and yang energy in the body is completely balanced, his strength will become stronger. Therefore, we still have to work hard to be shy with Diao Chan. The next few days were similar to the previous development. Although the number of monsters increased day by day, in front of the powerful defense towers and soldiers, no matter how many monsters there were, it was of no use. Starting from the 18th day of the newcomer trial, the territory's soul coin income has exceeded 1 million. The monsters' attack became even more crazy. It basically started at 6 in the morning and lasted until 5 or 6 in the afternoon. Now he didn't need to arrange for people to go out to hunt monsters. Because there is simply no time. The level of the monsters has also been upgraded to level 15 and has become stronger. After the increase in number, the number of monsters rushing through the defensive tower also increased, and the soldiers began to get busy. By the 20th day, many monsters were able to break through the defense tower, because there were too many of them. He is now buying 3-star wood and stone, as well as various buildings in the world every day, hoping to improve White Robe Ghost Soldier level, so that more soldiers can be summoned. Another person approached him. A person named I Have a Lollipop contacted him through the chatterbox Hegemon of the World, saying that he had thousands of 3-star wood and wanted to make a friend with him. Zhou Yan thought for a while and asked, "You said this guy is your friend?" Hegemon of the World replied, "Brother, he and I are both friends and brothers in the real world. Didn't I know that you need Samsung materials, so I told him that I was your friend. When this guy heard that it was you, decisively asked me to contact you, saying that I want to make a friend with you." Zhou Yan asked, "Isn't this guy as unreliable as you?" Hegemon of the World. After hearing this, Hegemon of the World was very heartbroken and replied very sadly, "Brother, I am wholeheartedly for you, why do you do this to me? I am so sad and skinny. T_T. I hope your friend won't be like you. I'll take the initiative to add him as a friend." Zhou Yan ignored Hegemon of the World. "This guy is just a joke. If you give him a spark, he can light up the entire forest." I can only believe half of his words. Searched for the name of the Lord of I Have a Lollipop and click Add. Territory prompt. Successfully added I Have a Lollipop as a friend. Hello, Heavenly Court Boss. I didn't expect that what Lu Jontao said was true. I almost thought he was fooling me again. As soon as I Have a Lollipop became a friend, he sold Hegemon of the World to him. He even told the other party's real name and talked a lot of nonsense. As expected, he had the same virtue as Hegemon of the World. Hegemon of the World is indeed an unreliable guy. You can tell by the way his friend speaks. He didn't talk nonsense, went straight to the point, and asked, "I heard that you have 3-star wood, is it true?" He has a lot of 3-star ores, but not enough wood. As long as the wood is in place, his white-robed ghost soldiers can be upgraded and summon more soldiers. "Boss, how can I lie to you? Just tell me the number." I Have a Lollipop replied. It seems that this is true. Hegemon of the World finally made him look at him with admiration. So, Zhou Yan replied, "Then let's get 18,000 first. I Have a Lollipop degree. Boss, I'm on my knees." Winking face I Have one lollipop made a helpless expression and replied, "I only have more than 1,500 lollipops now. I Have a Lollipop, I'm so ashamed. This is the big guy, he can talk about 18,000, how can he have so many at this stage? It's so little, that's fine, just take them all." Although there is a big gap between the number mentioned by Hegemon of the World, it is still there, which can be regarded as a small favor for him. "Boss, can you trade something? I'm not short of spiritual coins." I Have a Lollipop said. "Say what you want." Zhou Yan replied, "For bronze or above equipment, silver equipment is definitely better. Spirit fruit and spiritual spring are also acceptable." I Have a Lollipop said quickly. Okay. Next, the two began to discuss the exchange price. The other party was very generous. As long as the gap was not big, he could accept it. He just wanted to make friends with him. Zhou Yan would not let the other party suffer too much. After trading items of relatively equal value, they ended the transaction. "The boss needs a lot of wood. I will ask my men to chop more in the future." I Have a Lollipop replied. "Thank you very much." Zhou Yan replied, "You are welcome. Therefore, everyone has his own opportunity. If the other party can collect 3-star level wood, this is the other party's opportunity. He is quite lucky, but in the entire newcomer trial, he is definitely not the only lucky person. Finally we have the materials together." Zhou Yan sighed. During the newcomer trial, it was really not easy to gather the materials to upgrade the building. It took him so long to collect this, and it was also because of the Hegemon of the World. In the world of lords, although high-level materials are also scarce, there are still people willing to sell them as long as the price is high. The newbie trial is different. Sometimes you can afford the price, but the other party may not sell it to you. Just like others want to buy his spiritual fruit and spiritual spring water, it depends on whether he is willing to sell it. Most people who want to do business with him have no chance because they don't have any friends with him. Come to the White Robe Ghost Soldier barracks and start upgrading the building. Territory prompt. Consume 100,000 spirit coins, 103 star wood, 103 star stone, and the White Robed Ghost Soldier level will be raised to level 21. Territory prompt. Consume 110,000 spirit coins, 203 star wood, 203 star stone, and the White Robed Ghost Soldier level will be raised to level 22. Territory prompt. Consume 120,000 spirit coins, 303 star wood, 303 star stone, and the White Robed Ghost Soldier level will be raised to level 23. Due to the scarcity of wood, the level of the White Robed Ghost Soldier barracks can only be upgraded to level 25, but the number of soldiers that can be summoned has increased from 200 to 700, which is enough for him now. Moreover, the White Robed Ghost Soldier barracks has an additional attribute. Special attribute 2. Combat power plus 10%. This undoubtedly improved the strength of the soldiers a lot and increased their safety. Not only is the barracks much larger in size, its shape is more refined and beautiful, and many more houses have been added for soldiers to live in. Next, he will naturally summon soldiers. There are more and more monsters in the territory. For other soldiers, the pressure will gradually increase. He does not want to see his soldiers suffer casualties. White Robed Ghost Soldier prompt. Consume 1,000 soul coins to summon an ordinary soldier. White Robed Ghost Soldier prompt. Consume 1,000 soul coins to summon a corps commander. White Robed Ghost Soldier prompt. Consume 1,000 soul coins to summon a captain. He actually summoned a school captain. This was a soldier with a higher level than the centurion. He looked at the attributes of the school captain in front of him and found that he was indeed much stronger than the centurion. He summoned 200 soldiers at once and raised their levels to level 10, spending a total of 1.2 million soul coins. Among the 200 soldiers, there were 40 captains, 20 captains of 10, 2 centurions, and 1 captain. The number of soldiers increased by 200, which greatly reduced the pressure on other soldiers. He deliberately upgraded the level of those above the rank of corps leader to level 21st, and as for the remaining people, he planned to upgrade slowly. No matter how many soul coins there are, it is not enough to raise everyone's level to level 20. Besides, he still has to go to Tonk Terrace to try his luck. He would spend 10 draws every day, and he had also won many maids and palace maids in recent days, increasing the female population in the territory. And some of them have specialties, such as tailoring, laundry, cooking, and even a medical skill and a talent cultivated by spiritual herbs. He arranged the maids trained by spiritual grass in the spirit field area, and the maids with medical skills talent. There is no corresponding building for the time being. He handed these people over to the housekeeper Lu Shuang, and there was no need for him to worry about where these people were going. Territory prompt. Congratulations to Ni Xiaochen for successfully completing the trial and switching to the only profession, Zian Saintess. One person in the Temple of Inheritance has successfully transferred to another profession, turned on the inheritance professional characteristics, and all attributes are +5. Closing square bracket. Ni Xiaochen has also successfully transferred to another job. Zhou Yan was very surprised. His all attributes increased by 5 points. This inheritor's profession is indeed very good. As long as more people change professions, he will be stronger. After waiting for so long, he finally waited until Ni Xiaochen came out of the Heritage Temple. Because of his strong attributes and powerful skills, Diao Chan could no longer resist him. Before he went to look for Ni Xiaochen, the other party found him immediately. "Lord, my job transfer was successful," Ni Xiaochen said happily to Zhou Yan. "I understand, come on, come over to my side." Zhou Yan opened his arms. "Lord," Ni Xiaochen had been waiting for this day for a long time, and she threw herself into Zhou Yan's arms without hesitation. She is a woman who dares to love and hate, and has never concealed her love for Zhou Yan. Ever since Zhou Yan announced her relationship with Diao Chan, she felt lost for a long time. Now, she finally waited for Zhou Yan to affirm her. Zhou Yan was not an impatient person either. He picked up Ni Xiaochen and walked into the Aura Bamboo house. Zhou Yan quickly put Ni Xiaochen on the bed and began to kiss Ni Xiaochen's charming little mouth. Then, something indescribable happened. The moment the plum blossoms bloomed, a pure stream of extreme yin qi entered his body, and the yin-yang creation technique in his body was running rapidly. Especially the Tai Chi diagram in his body, the yin side is growing rapidly. Ni Xiaochen has a body of 10,000 yins, and coupled with her soul body, her own yin energy is very huge. Zhou Yan has a lot of yang energy. Under the coordination of yin and yang, a huge force of yin and yang is formed. The two energies complement each other and increase the strength of both parties. Both of them were wrapped in the energy of yin and yang, forming a vortex of spiritual energy. Sansheng Stone prompt. Lord Zhou Yan and Ni Xiaochen became a couple. A prompt sounded, but Zhou Yan had no time to pay attention to the news and ignored it. He was completely immersed in the pleasure of cultivation, and his realm soon began to break through. The realm breaks through to the martial Dao 21st layer day. Closing square bracket. The realm breaks through to the martial Dao 22nd layer day. Closing square bracket. The realm breaks through to martial Dao 23rd layer. Closing square bracket. Starting from the martial Dao 20th layer, I started to advance all the way, and finally reached the martial Dao 30th layer and stopped. Not only him, but Ni Xiaochen's level has also improved a lot, directly climbing to the martial Dao 16th layer where the genius stopped. The two practiced all night. Until the next day when the monsters attacked the city, Zhou Yan was still full of energy and motivation. Have a good rest. Zhou Yan kissed Ni Xiaochen, then put on her clothes and left. After coming outside, he saw Diao Chan and said to Diao Chan, "Chen'er, aren't you angry?" "Of course Chen'er won't be angry. I just hope you won't dislike Chen'er in the future," Diao Chan replied. Although Diao Chan said so, it would be impossible to say that he was not a little bit uncomfortable. However, considering Zhou Yan's powerful ability and the fact that Zhou Yan is a lord, his future achievements are destined to be extraordinary, and becoming a god or immortal is certain. They can also take advantage of it and follow Zhou Yan's undying and indestructible, and their looks will last forever and their youth will never grow old. Women all love beauty and hope to stay young forever, and Diao Chan is no exception. Zhou Yan quickly hugged Diao Chan and said, "You will always be the first in my heart, and you will always be my queen. How can I dislike you? Then should I say, 'Hail, your majesty'?" Diao Chan suddenly spoke mischievously. "Chen'er is also bad at learning. Has she watched too many movies?" Zhou Yan smiled. "No way. After coexisting with Diao Chan for a moment, he came to the top of the city wall. Looking at the overwhelming monsters coming outside, he raised his long sword, performed Qing Gong, and jumped up. The 7-star sword technique and the use of spiritual power made every blow kill 5 or 6 monsters directly. Naturally, I learned this Qing Gong from Yan Chixia. Although it is only the lowest level of Qing Gong, it is still better than those without Qing Gong. His agility attribute is high, and when used, he is very fast. With the S quality, 7-star sword technique, killing these monsters is as easy as cutting grass. His swordsmanship has become more and more proficient. After so many days of using these monsters to improve his swordsmanship proficiency, his understanding of the 7-star swordsmanship has reached a higher level. He was able to kill all the monsters rushing towards him by himself. His powerful strength boosted the morale of all the soldiers and raised their fighting spirit. Zhou Yan was there to resist, and Diao Chan went to the city wall on the left. As for the city wall on the right, Sun Shangxiang had always been in charge. As for Zhen Mi, she has not yet come out of the Heritage Temple, so the back of the territory is shared by Si Tang, Hua Yurong, Yan Chixia and the captain in the barracks. With them here, it is absolutely impossible for the territory to be invaded by these monsters. After all, most monsters will be destroyed by defense towers. After a long time, 2 voices came from the territory. Territory prompt. Congratulations to Chu Shui for successfully completing the trial and switching to a special profession, Curse Master. One person in the Temple of Inheritance has successfully transferred to another profession, turned on the inheritance professional characteristics, and all attributes are +5. Closing square bracket. Territory prompt. Congratulations to Sun Yuying for successfully completing the trial and switching to a special profession, Spiritual Master. One person in the Temple of Inheritance has successfully transferred to another profession, turned on the inheritance professional characteristics, and all attributes are +5. Closing square bracket. 2 consecutive voice prompts surprised him for a while. Unexpectedly, 2 more people successfully changed their profession. Although it was not the only profession, it was also a special profession, which was very good. His attributes increased by 10 points again, bringing him to a total of 60 attributes. His strength has become much stronger again, his attacks are more powerful and his speed is faster. Lord, the 2 women found Zhou Yan and were very excited. They are now very powerful, and it is easy to kill these monsters. Yes, you go to the back of the territory to help resist the monsters. Zhou Yan nodded and ordered them. Yes, the 2 women headed towards the back of the territory. There are thousands of professions in the Heritage Temple, some are difficult, and some are slightly easier. The more difficult the inheritance, the more difficult it is to pass, and the longer it takes. However, the professions that can be included in the Heritage Temple are naturally not ordinary professions. Even the simplest professions are much more precious than the professions outside. The 2 women did not choose the most difficult inheritance, so it naturally took less time. As long as someone comes out of the inheritance temple, he will arrange for people to go in and receive the inheritance. Next, he will arrange for others to go in and receive the inheritance. He asked several soldiers to accept the inheritance, including Zhang San. He hoped that Zhang San could pass smoothly. This was the first soldier he summoned, and he was full of expectations for him. Zhang San must go all out. Zhang San cupped his hands and headed towards the Heritage Temple. There are more and more monsters, and at a glance, they look like a sea of monsters. The defense towers in the territory erupted with wave after wave of attacks, each time creating a vacuum area, but it would soon be filled with waves of monsters. Ice Tower began to condense a rich energy, rushed into the sky, and turned into a dense ice rain, just like the arrival of winter snow, falling an arrow of ice and snow. Every drop of ice and snow is a very sharp blade, falling from the sky, and there is a sound of sharp blades piercing the air. Then he pierced the monster's body fiercely. Thousands of monsters were pierced, frozen, and killed by the icy rain. The ice tower can not only effectively kill monsters, but also reduce the speed of surrounding monsters, greatly affecting their attack speed. This wave of attacks from Ice Tower took away thousands of monsters and almost completely cleared the monsters in front of them. After that, the Sword Blade Tower also released a piece of sword energy. Under the sword energy, the monster was cut into a bloody mess. With the cooperation of the 2 defense towers, these monsters were quickly wiped out. The territory is now surrounded by enemies on all sides. With 2 defense towers placed on each side, and many heroic soldiers, it is difficult for monsters to cause substantial damage to the territory. In addition, the defense value of the Great Wall is very high. With the monster's body of 1 or 2 meters, it is impossible to destroy a building like the Great Wall. Near noon, the soldiers began to divide into 2 groups to garrison. Half of the soldiers rested and had a meal, and the other half continued to fight. Most of them are at level 20, and only a few are at level 10. After today, they will all be able to upgrade to level 20. This battle lasted until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, when another Azure Bronze level monster appeared. Speaking of which, other monsters in Azure Bronze level have appeared many times, and every time they can give him a lot of good things, such as 3-star crystal cores, silver treasure chests, etc. What came out of the silver treasure chest were all equipment, and he left them all for the heroes in the territory to use. Although he really wanted to obtain buildings such as defense towers, the rewards were random, and the chat room was full of lords acquiring buildings. Obviously, everyone was short of buildings now, especially defense towers. He definitely has the most defense towers in the entire newcomer trial. Others are lucky if they only have 2 or 3 at most. However, his territory is different from other people's territories. There will not be such a perverted wave of monsters in other lords' territories. He looked at this other Azure Bronze level monster. This bronze monster is a huge spider monster, about the size of a large truck, and is followed by thousands of other elite level spider monsters. Their tentacles are like cold iron, shining with an astonishing edge. Monster. Demonic Spider. Quality. Variation Bronze. Level. Level 15. Special. Silk Spinning, Venom. Introduction. Legend has it that it is a monster that awakens from the demon world, and all creatures it encounters will be devoured. Closing square bracket. This is a mutated Azure Bronze level monster, much more powerful than the previous Bronze monster. Although it is huge in size, its speed is not slow. Its 8 gleaming thighs are like the tires of a car, rushing towards the territory at a glance. Ice Tower launched a sheet of ice and attacked these demonic spiders. Spiders below the elite level were unable to withstand these attacks. They were penetrated by the Ice Tower and turned into an ice sculpture. But the mutated bronze demon spider, as expected, raised its forelimbs and thighs twice, shattering all the attacking ice, and rushed through the attack range of the Ice Tower unharmed. A couple of times. This should be the most powerful monster the newcomer has encountered since the trial. He jumped slightly and floated towards the city wall. Holding the sword with both hands, he circulated the yin-yang creation art in his body, and a huge force of yin and yang flowed and was released. The sword in his hand burst out with a ray of yin and yang light. Then he used the Kaiyang sword in the 7-star sword technique, splitting the sky with one sword, and slashed towards the mutated bronze demon spider. A terrifying energy wave flashed through the air quickly, turning into a half-moon-shaped swordlight and hitting the monster's body hard. It also wanted to use its own tentacles to resist the sword energy, but the terrifying energy directly broke its tentacles, split its body into two, and carried a storm of sword energy, rushing forward fiercely. After traveling more than 10 meters away, there was a final boom and a sonic boom. Smoke and dust were everywhere, and a gully tens of meters long cut across the front. S-quality swordsmanship and the yin-yang creation art, when used together, exploded with terrifying power. Several things exploded from the monster. A silver treasure chest, a black crystal core, and another one, which turned out to be a construction treasure chest. Finally got another building treasure chest. He stepped forward and picked up these things first. Pick up the silver treasure chest X1. Closing square bracket. Pick up 2-star dark crystal X1. Pick up a random defense tower building X1. Closing square bracket. After killing that boss, there are no more monsters like waves again, and the battle will be settled soon. He returned to the territory and opened the building chest. Territory tip. Get laser tower. Laser tower. Zhou Yan was a little surprised. This is a high-energy tower, even more powerful than the elemental tower. This should be regarded as a modern technological weapon, capable of bursting out with great power. He never expected to obtain such a defense tower. He began to build it, wanting to see what the defense tower could become. Territory tip. Build a laser tower, and the laser tower evolved into a high-energy machine turret. A modern transcendent level turret suddenly appeared within the Great Wall, exuding a strange halo. He quickly opened the attributes of this defense tower and was surprised. He didn't expect it to be a quality R-level defense tower. He immediately started upgrading the high-energy machine turret. Territory prompt. Consume 500 spirit coins to upgrade the high-energy machine turret to level 2. Territory prompt. Consume 600 spirit coins to upgrade the high-energy machine turret to level 3. Territory prompt. Consume 700 spirit coins to upgrade the high-energy machine turret to level 4. Building. High-power machine turret. Level 20. Required for upgrade. 150,000 spirit coins, 1 piece of 5-star alloy. Quality. Art 0 halves. Required for upgrade. 2 high-power machine turrets. Defense. 50,000 50,000. Special attribute 1. Attack with engine turned off and cannon. Closing square bracket. Special attribute 2. Can launch a high-energy cannon attack once every hour. Closing square bracket. Attack range. 500 meters. Introduction. Developed from transcendent level alloy, it has very powerful destructive capabilities. Closing square bracket. It actually requires 5-star alloy. Zhou Yan was very surprised. This defense tower is indeed of R quality, and the required materials are indeed very rare. After the high-energy machine turret was upgraded to level 20, the number of barrels increased to 4, the entire building became larger and stronger, and the light became more powerful. He felt that this defense tower alone could withstand several other SSS-level defense towers. He really wanted to see the power of this defense tower. Tomorrow he would be able to see how powerful this building could be on the battlefield. He was looking forward to it. He placed the blade tower behind the territory for defense. With the high-energy machine turret and ice tower in front, it should be enough to deal with it. He returned to the Aura bamboo house, and the others also returned one after another. There are more and more monsters now, and many monsters have broken through the coverage of the defense tower. They all talked about today's situation. Today's monsters have gone up a notch compared to yesterday. Although there are more monsters, today's rewards will definitely be much greater than yesterday. Zhou Yan said. Lord, the pressure on our rear is relatively high. Si Tang complained quickly. They were exhausted from killing monsters today, their whole bodies were sore, and they looked at the Lord pitifully. Don't worry, I've assigned you an extra defense tower. I just killed today's boss and exploded an R-quality defense tower. Zhou Yan said. Wow, R-quality defense tower, the Lord is very lucky. Hua Yurong praised quickly. Thank you, Lord. Si Tang smiled quickly. In this way, their pressure tomorrow will be greatly reduced. They chatted for a long time, and soon heard the reminder that the trial was over. The battle on the 20th day of the newcomer trial is over. Closing square bracket. Start settling rewards. Closing square bracket. Destroy 90 million level 14 red-tailed beasts, 100,000 level 15 purple-clouded leopards, 3,500 level 15 demon spiders, and 1 level 15 mutated bronze demon spider. Closing square bracket. Combat rating. SS. Reward. The basic reward is 1 million soul coins, 1 million spirit coins, and a gold treasure chest. Additional rewards for evaluation. 1.5 million soul coins, 1.5 million spirit coins, and the basic building, canteen. Closing square bracket. After Zhou Yan heard this, he was suddenly surprised. Before even opening the box, I received a reward of 2.5 million soul coins and spirit coins today, which is nearly 1 million more soul coins and spirit coins than yesterday. The reward is indeed rich. However, considering the number of monsters today, which is almost 200,000, it is not something that ordinary people can resist. Fortunately, the defense towers in his territory were strong enough, otherwise he would have been unable to withstand them. There are still the last 10 days. He believes that there will be more monsters and stronger ones, and there will be many rewards accordingly. After waiting for so long, a building reward finally appeared again, and it was the canteen building that he had wanted for a long time. Territory tip. Build canteen and canteen evolve into 5-star hotel. Even this can appear. Zhou Yan was speechless. A 5-star hotel appeared, but this feeling was really good. Looking at a modern hotel in the distance, he was quite curious. However, this hotel was only 1 floor high. It was not worthy of a 5-star hotel. He had better upgrade the 5-star hotel first. Bar. He led the girls toward the hotel. It looked pretty good, but it only had 1 floor, so it looked quite inconsistent. The spiritual coins required to upgrade this hotel are initially 10,000, which feels quite a lot. Territory prompt. Consume 10,000 spirit coins to upgrade the 5-star hotel to level 2. Territory prompt. Consume 20,000 spirit coins to upgrade the 5-star hotel to level 3. Territory prompt. Consume 30,000 spirit coins to upgrade the 5-star hotel to level 4. After upgrading to level 20, he found that the building could continue to be upgraded without requiring other materials. He continued to upgrade out of curiosity. It was not until level 24 that he was prompted that the upgrade could no longer be done. Building. 5-star hotel. Level 24. Required for upgrade. 2 million spirit coins, territory level 25. Quality. SSS 0/3. Required for upgrade. 3 5-star hotels. Defense. 42,000. Special attribute 1. Physical recovery speed plus 24%. Special attribute 2. Spiritual power recovery speed plus 24%. Special attribute 3. Cultivation speed plus 14%. Introduction. Modern building, fully equipped, beautifully constructed, blessed with formations, and has supreme magical effects. Closing square bracket. 5-star hotel. After upgrading to level 24, it will have a total of 24 floors and can accommodate a lot of people. The key point is that this hotel has all the functions of a modern hotel, whether it is a restaurant, swimming pool, house, gym, etc., it is very complete. It is no wonder that so many spiritual coins are consumed. This is definitely a very cost-effective one. He and the other girls liked it very much after seeing it. Unfortunately, it was still not as good as Lingqi Bamboo House, but it was better in that it could accommodate many people. This was something Lingqi Bamboo House could not compare with Law Manifestation. What a unique place. Many people looked at this hotel with great curiosity. Whether it was various painting styles or various modern equipment, they were very curious. Fortunately, they have also watched many modern movies and know how to use these things. Choose a room to live in if you like, Zhou Yan said. Although this hotel is good, it takes up a lot of space. If there is another building, except for the defense tower, nothing else can be built. He used to think that the territory was quite large, but with more and more buildings and upgrades, the occupied area has also increased, resulting in the territory now having no extra space to build new buildings. After admiring it, they returned to the Aura Bamboo House, and he asked the housekeeper Li Shuang to temporarily take over the place and be responsible for arranging for people in the territory to stay in the hotel. Chenur, open the treasure box and see how many soul coins you can earn today. The treasure chests outside should be almost collected. Zhou Yan wants to know how many soul coins he can earn today. As for the spirit coins, he no longer cares. Diao Chan opened the treasure room and started to open all the treasure boxes in the territory with one click. Territory prompt. Obtained 852,169 soul coins, 265,871 spirit coins. A large number of items appeared in the treasure room and were then actively sorted by the treasure room. What he cared about most was the number of soul coins, and he actually offered more than 850,000 soul coins. He earned more than 3 million soul coins in one day today, which was definitely the day he earned the most soul coins. He upgraded the levels of everyone in the territory to level 20, and there was still a lot left. He planned to summon more soldiers. In addition to soul coins, he also obtained dozens of silver equipment, thousands of bronze equipment, thousands of black iron equipment, and the others were all 1- and 2-star materials. However, it is worth mentioning that he also obtained more than a dozen skill books, including 2 relatively good skill books. One is B. Wind Spell, and the other is C. Fire Rain Spell. He has a very high vision now, and he doesn't want to learn any skill above equality, unless it is a strange skill like Qinggong. His strength is strong enough, so these 2 skill books are reserved for the people in the territory. He found that some buildings could already be upgraded, but he upgraded the Great Wall first. Because the role of the Great Wall is so great, it is the first line of defense against monsters in the entire territory, so it must be upgraded first. Territory prompt. Consumption of 150,000 spirit coins, 103 star stones, and Great Wall level will be upgraded to level 21. Territory prompt. Consumption of 250,000 spirit coins, 203 star stones, and Great Wall level will be upgraded to level 22. After upgrading Great Wall directly to level 25, he doesn't have much stone left. Architecture. Great Wall. Level 25. Required for upgrade. 650,000 spirit coins, 003 star stones. Quality. RRR. Defense. 200,000. Special Attribute 1. Defense plus 25%. Special Attribute 2. Increase territory morale plus 25%. Special Attribute 3. Increase the defense attribute of all members of the territory by 15%. Introduction. When the territory reaches 10,000 miles, it can become the Great Wall. Closing square bracket. His spirit field has long been upgraded to level 30. If he wants to upgrade it again, he needs a 2-star Earth attribute crystal core. But what he wants to upgrade most is Spiritual Spring, but unfortunately he has not been able to obtain a low-grade spirit stone until now, which shows how precious this low-grade spirit stone is. He currently lacks materials above 3 stars, and all the 1- and 2-star materials are used to build equipment. However, because the newbie trials are becoming more and more difficult, many newbie lords have had their territories invaded by monsters, ending the newbie trials early. Equipment above bronze is still in short supply, but the prices of other black iron level equipment have dropped a lot, and are now the same as those outside the newcomer trial. However, He has already earned all the money he should earn, and he still has the most equipment above bronze. He is still a big seller of high-level equipment, and demand still exceeds supply. However, his silver equipment is not even fully equipped for his own soldiers, so he basically will not sell too many to outsiders, and at most he will sell a few pieces with particularly poor attributes. After upgrading all the buildings that could be upgraded, a lot of materials were quickly consumed. After all the matters in the general territory were settled, it was already very late. He dragged Diao Chan back to the 5-star hotel and then said with a smile, "Chanur, we should experience a new life." A new life. Diao Chan was a little confused. She looked at Zhou Yan and asked, "What do you mean?" Hey. Sigh, for all, sigh. After entering the hotel's apex level room, Diao Chan quickly knew what it meant. Day 21. When the defense towers in the territory began to attack, Zhou Yan got up from cultivation. It came so quickly. Zhou Yan looked at the tide of monsters outside the window. Although it was still dark, his strength had reached the level of night vision, and his eyes could see very far away. The same is true for perception. As long as he perceives with his heart, it is as if he can see everything around him, as if everything around him is clearly displayed in his eyes and within the memory screen. This ability will continue to grow stronger depending on his physical attributes and level of realm. This battle will continue for 9 more days. Diao Chan also put on clothes. Although she was quite tired, as the mistress of the territory, she couldn't be absent when there were monsters invading the territory. Let's go to Sanshengshi to sign in first. Zhou Yan held Diao Chan in his arms and opened the glass window. Although it was a tall building with dozens of floors, he was still able to use his light power to slowly descend in height, and finally came to the Sansheng stone with Diao Chan in his arms. Because his and Ni Xiaochen's names were successfully engraved on the Sansheng stone, the conditions for upgrading the building were met, and the Sansheng stone was successfully upgraded to the 2nd level. The next level requires 3 couples to advance. He has encouraged people in the territory to fall in love freely, hoping that they can be of the same mind and upgrade the 3 life stones as soon as possible. He couldn't be of much help with this kind of thing. But he will work hard himself. For all 3 life stone prompt. Lord Zhou Yan successfully signed in 3 life stone and received 222 soul coins. Although he didn't like the number of soul coins he got, he didn't care how many soul coins he got for free. After the level of 3 life stones increases, the number of soul coins that can be signed in every day also increases. 3 life stones prompt. Diao Chan successfully signed in 3 life stones and received 299 soul coins. He seriously suspected that this building was biased towards women, but since this was his wife, it didn't matter. There were overwhelming sounds of attacks from all around the territory, but he still came to the mysterious store first. He hoped that good things would appear in the store every day. When he saw the first item, Zhou Yan was very surprised. There is such a thing. He clicked on the properties to view. Equipment. Dragon and Phoenix Ring. Dragon Ring Male. Quality. Couple Ring. Durability. 1000. Attribute 1. All attributes plus 50, Charm plus 20, Luck plus 20. Attribute 2. Sensing. Couples wearing dragon and phoenix rings can sense each other's crisis and provide the location. If it is more than 100 kilometers away, it can only provide a general direction. Closing square bracket. Attribute 3. When the dragon and phoenix rings appear together within 5 kilometers, all attributes are plus 10. There is no distance requirement within the territory. Attribute 4. Harmony of dragon and phoenix. The dragon and phoenix rings each emit a shadow of a dragon and phoenix, causing a devastating attack on the enemy, with a cooling time of 10 days. Closing square bracket. Equipment requirements. Only couples who truly love each other can wear it. Introduction. Infused with a trace of soul power from the souls of the real dragon and phoenix, only 2 people who truly love each other can activate attributes. Closing square bracket. Price. 100 million spiritual coins pair. This is a pair of special equipment, which is also an additional piece of equipment, and its attributes are particularly powerful. All attributes alone are plus 50, which can provide a total of 200 attribute points. All attributes, naturally excluding luck and charm attributes. This ring must be purchased. He seriously doubted that this was specially prepared for him, but he liked it. 100 million. If he didn't have hundreds of millions of spiritual coins now, he might not have the money to buy this pair of equipment. Although it hurts a little, this equipment must be bought. If you sell this kind of equipment in the world of lords, even if it sells for 1 billion, someone will buy it. But there is absolutely no way he would sell it. After buying the dragon and phoenix ring, an exquisite treasure box appeared in his hand. After opening it, 2 colors of light, one purple and one pink, appeared on the dragon and phoenix ring respectively. A small dragon-shaped blue diamond appears on the dragon ring. On top of the phoenix ring is a small phoenix pink diamond. Zhou Yan turned his head, looked at Diao Chan affectionately, and said, "Chanur, let me put it on for you." No woman would refuse. Diao Chan nodded shyly, with 2 blushes hanging on her beautiful face, looking so charming. Zhou Yan grabbed Diao Chan's hand and gently put the phoenix ring on it. Later, Diao Chan also took the dragon ring and put it on Zhou Yan. The 2 of them held hands, and the dragon and phoenix rings suddenly burst out with 2 bursts of energy, turning into phantoms of dragon and phoenix respectively, soaring into the sky. It lasted for several seconds before disappearing. The attributes of the dragon and phoenix rings have been activated, which has greatly increased their strength. Because other things in that mysterious shop, or ordinary materials and equipment, there is nothing to say. He was going to see how powerful the newly acquired defense tower was yesterday. When Zhou Yan came to the front of the territory, he finally witnessed the power of the high-energy machine turret. He was very surprised and shocked. The muzzle of the high-energy machine turret can continuously fire a series of laser cannons. Each shot is very powerful. It is like a shotgun. If it falls among piles of monsters, it can cause a very powerful attack. Destroying attack. After he discovered the existence of this high-energy machine turret, nothing happened to the ice tower. I really didn't expect that an R-quality defense tower would be so powerful. He decisively placed the ice tower in the corner of the territory, so that he could take care of both sides of the monster. I don't know how powerful the high-energy cannon is. Zhou Yan curiously activated the second skill of high-energy machine turret. Obviously, there is no need to use this skill now. Let's wait until the monsters are denser. Today's monsters are still level 15, but it's a bit surprising because they are a group of elite demons. Similar to humanoid monsters, the overall shape is similar to that of a human face, but the ears are slightly pointier and the eyes are blood red. Some demons also have fangs, long horns, vertical eyes, etc. The most important thing is that they also have a tail, which is mostly similar in shape. The strength and speed of the demons are quite good, and they should be much stronger than monsters of the same level. After all, they are equipped with weapons. The most important thing is that they are smarter than monsters. It's just that these demons look a bit weird, running rampant like monsters, as if they are irrational. The defense towers in the territory are basically above level 20. They are very powerful and can completely cover the entire territory. Except for a small number of demons who can rush through the defense towers, most of them are blocked outside. It is worth mentioning that these elite demons have opened up many other Azure Bronze level treasure chests, but Black Iron level other treasure chests still account for the majority. Obviously, other monsters at level 15 elite level have higher explosion rates, which can yield more soul coins, which is a good thing for the territory. The battle was very fierce. After 2 hours of attack, the number of these demons began to increase. Fortunately, the heroes and soldiers in the territory were far stronger than these demons, and with the strong city walls, no matter how these monsters attacked, they could not break through the soldiers' defense, and they all died outside the walls. When the battle lasted until past 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a 3-meter-tall reinforced bronze demon general appeared in the distance, accompanied by thousands of enhanced elite demons. Monster. Demon General. Quality. Reinforced bronze. Level. Level 15. Special. Strength enhancement, physical enhancement, demon head slaying. Introduction. The generals in the demon race pioneer army encountered the invasion of some special energy, lost consciousness, and wandered in the space of the Lord's world. Closing square bracket. After reading this introduction, Zhou Yan was stunned. This monster wandered in the world of lords, and then was summoned and became a trial monster. He didn't expect the boss to appear so early. But it's okay, after solving it early, you can go outside the territory and kill monsters to get extra soul coin rewards. The demon general led a group of enhanced elite demons to rush over, opening his mouth and roaring wildly, and his momentum was quite strong. If faced with a lord with low combat effectiveness, laziness in discipline, and low morale, he would really be intimidated by the momentum of these demons. But the soldiers in his territory were not intimidated. White-robed ghost soldiers are called ghost soldiers because the enemies they encounter turn into ghosts. It's time for you to try the power of the high-powered cannon of the high-powered machine turret. Because the power of high-energy machine turret is so powerful, I have never used the power of the second skill until now. Now, he actively controlled the high-energy machine turret, then aimed at the demon general and activated his second skill. Let you have a taste. Click to fire. The 4 barrels of the high-energy machine turret began to shrink and turned into a huge barrel, and then began to condense a very large laser energy. You can even see the dazzling energy inside the barrel. He could feel a very terrifying energy gathering, and even he felt strongly uneasy. Boom! A laser energy the size of a bucket rushed directly towards the demon general, swept past it, and rolled up a powerful wind wave. Everything in its path was completely destroyed by this energy. This attack was so powerful that it rushed far outside the territory before disappearing. Everything the laser cannon passed by was reduced to nothing, leaving a straight ravine on the ground where the laser cannon had hit it, with black smoke and a scorching energy rising from it. Zhou Yan was indeed shocked. This power is really awesome. Awesome glass. Zhou Yan was very happy. The R-quality modern high-tech defense tower was so powerful. I don't know how powerful monsters can be killed instantly. He began to look forward to it, and could only wait until later to verify it. The demon general and the thousands of enhanced elite demons were wiped out without even their bones. A golden light flashed. That is, golden treasure chest. Zhou Yan was surprised. Another demon general who had strengthened Azure Bronze level actually exploded a gold treasure chest. This should trigger the territory's special item appearance probability plus his high luck value effect. He had a gold treasure chest that he hadn't opened yesterday, and with this one now, there were 2. He originally wanted to ask Gen Mi to open it. After all, she had high luck and could get better items. But with the addition of the Dragon and Phoenix Ring, Diao Chan's luck value has surpassed Gen Mi's, so it's natural for Diao Chan to open the 2 gold treasure chests. Around 3 o'clock, the trial ended. The battle on the 21st day of the newcomer trial is over. Closing square bracket. Start settling rewards. Closing square bracket. Destroy 58,600 level 15 elite demons, 1,400 level 15 enhanced elite demons, and 1 level 15 bronze demon general. Closing square bracket. Battle rating. SSS. Reward. The basic reward is 1.5 million soul coins, 1.5 million spirit coins, and a gold jewelry equipment treasure chest. Additional rewards for evaluation. 3 million soul coins, 3 million spirit coins, and an S-quality random skill book. Closing square bracket. Although there are fewer monsters than yesterday, the rewards obtained are much more than yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the building chest. This time the golden treasure chest has a specific type. The jewelry type equipment is also very good. He himself still uses bronze type jewelry. He took out the 2 gold treasure chests, placed them in front of Diao Chan, and said, "Chanur, take a look." Single quote. Diao Chan's luck value is much higher than his, so it is natural for Diao Chan to open it. Diao Chan opened one of the gold treasure chests first. After a golden light flashed, a golden spear appeared in front of them. It's a yellow gold level other long gun. Equipment. Golden armor splitting gun. Quality. Gold. Durability. 200/200. Attribute 1. Strength plus 25. Attribute 2. Armor break plus 10. Attribute 3. Extra damage plus 10%. Equipment requirements. Level 10. Introduction. In the world of cracked armor and spears, one shot can sweep through thousands of armies. Closing square bracket. Chapter 101. Zhou Yan held the golden armor breaking gun in his hand. The length of the entire spear was about 2.5 meters. It looked like it was made of gold. There were also some strange patterns carved on the gun body. He waved the golden armor splitting gun, and bursts of air-piercing sounds suddenly erupted in the air. As the saying goes, an inch long is strong, an inch short is dangerous. Long weapons can usually explode with great power. Short weapons are light and sensitive. Once they are approached, the danger will increase significantly. Good gun. Although he has never learned marksmanship, he still knows the basics of blocking, holding, and stabbing. After all, when he was in school, he had seen the teacher introduce the basic movements of marksmanship. Of course, any technique needs to be polished in actual combat before it can explode into power. Zhou Yan put away his weapons. He himself still mainly used sword weapons, and Diao Chan and Sun Shangxiang did the same. They would reward him with the spear when there is a suitable person. Although Jerry is a blacksmith at the yellow gold level, he can only forge weapons and armor type equipment. He has never been involved in equipment such as jewelry, so there are still very few jewelry equipment in his territory. As for the entire newcomer trial, there are not many jewelry type equipment. After all, jewelry type equipment is mainly used by women. Men only have a pendant that can increase attributes. Zhou Yan looked at the gold jewelry box next to Diao Chan. Let's see what it is. Zhou Yan said. Diao Chan opened another treasure box again, and another golden light lit up, and a golden jade bracelet appeared in front of them. A bracelet. It looks very nice. Zhou Yan checked the attributes. Equipment. Spiritual bracelet. Quality. Gold. Durability. 120/120. Attribute 1. Additional spiritual damage 4%. Attribute 2. Additional spiritual power cultivation speed 4%. Attribute 3. Additional spiritual power recovery 4%. Attribute 4. When encountering a crisis, can actively release a 500 defense shield. Equipment requirements. Female, martial Dao 10th layer or above. Introduction. Using gold inlaid jade technology, plus 4 runes, it is both offensive and defensive. Closing square bracket. This piece of jewelry type equipment is indeed unique. Although it does not add any attribute points, it has other attributes that the equipment does not have. This piece of equipment is naturally used by Diao Chan. I'll put it on for you. Zhou Yan took the spirit bracelet with one hand, grabbed Diao Chan's jade white hand with the other, and put it on her. It's so beautiful, Zhou Yan said. I think it looks good too. Diao Chan was also looking at the bracelet in her hand. I'm talking about you, Zhou Yan replied. Diao Chan. The last random skill book. Of course he hopes to be able to develop more powerful skills. As Diao Chan opened the skill book, a red ray of skill book appeared. Zhou Yan quickly checked the attributes of this skill book. Item. Meteor and Fire Shower. Quality. S. Introduction. Summon a shower of meteors and fire to attack the enemy in a large area. Closing square bracket. This is a magician's skill book, and it also has a wide range of attack skills. The power that a mage or warlock type profession can unleash is very huge. This S-quality skill book is very good for him. Although Gen Mi is also a mage, she is from the water-ice system. She cannot learn the skill book of the fire system at all, so this skill book must be used by himself. The professional characteristic of his successor allows him to learn all skills without any skill requirements. This professional characteristic is absolutely unparalleled. Study. S. Meteor and Fire Shower. Closing square bracket. The skill book in his hand turned into a ray of light and entered his body. This skill requires mental power to be used, and his mental power is not low. There is no problem in using this skill. Once again, he has one more skill. Chanur, let's go to Tonk Terrace. With several million soul coins in hand, he took Diao Chan to the Tonk Terrace to see if he could summon a new hero. Bronze Bird Terrace prompt. Soul coin -100, get 1 star wood x10. Bronze Bird Terrace prompt. Soul coin -100, get 1 star stone x50. Even though he still couldn't draw anything good after 10 consecutive draws at the elementary level, he switched to 10 consecutive draws at the middle level. Tonk Terrace prompt. Soul coin -500, congratulations on getting the equipment purple scale leather armor. Tonk Terrace prompt. Soul coin -500, congratulations on getting the equipment magic boots. Tonk Terrace prompt. Soul coin -500, congratulations on getting the skill 3 consecutive cuts. He was not very lucky. The only thing that made him feel more relieved was the skill, 3 consecutive cuts, which was of B-level quality. With several million soul coins in hand, he decided to use high-level summoning, which consumed 1,000 soul coins each time. Tonk Terrace prompt. Soul coin minus 1,000, congratulations on winning the title of dancer. Bronze Bird Terrace, a ray of light flew out of the summoning altar, and then a woman wearing hanfu appeared. The woman bowed gracefully and said to Zhou Yan, "Meet the Lord." No gift. Zhou Yan looked at her attributes and found that the other attributes were similar. Talent was an S-quality dance. That voluptuous figure still looks very good. Tonkate prompt. Soul coin minus 1,000, congratulations on getting a bloody horse. Zhou Yan was stunned that he could still get a mount. A ray of light flew out of the altar and landed on the ground, and a brown horse appeared in front of him. This horse has a thin head, tall neck, slender limbs, thin skin and fine hair, and a light pace. It looks very good at first glance. This horse is already equipped with a complete set of saddle, whip, and stirrups. It looks majestic and very good. Name, Bloody BMW, can be changed. Quality, S. Level 10. Upgrade required, 1,200 soul coins. Special, Endurance enhancement, Speed enhancement, Strength enhancement. Introduction. They are called sweat-blooded horses because they sweat blood. They are rare in number and can travel thousands of miles a day. They are very precious and need to be fed with concentrated feed. Closing square bracket. Nice horse. Diao Chan admired it very much after taking a look at it. It's really good. Zhou Yan stepped forward and touched the sweaty horse. The horse seemed to know that he had summoned it and enjoyed his touch. Then you will become my lord's mount for the time being. Zhou Yan also fell in love with this horse. He now has a bold idea. In the future, he must form a powerful cavalry force. He felt excited when he thought of a group of S high-grade soldiers equipped with S-quality mounts. Even if this kind of army exists in the world of lords, it is definitely very rare. After all, S-quality soldiers and S-quality mounts are not a piece of cake. They require countless efforts and financial resources to build. Ordinary feed cannot raise a mount of this quality. But he has spirit field. Exquisite feed is too bad, it would be better to feed it directly with spiritual feed. Although high-level summons consume more soul coins, the probability of good things appearing is also much higher. He came with 10 consecutive strokes. Tonk Terrace prompt. Soul coin minus 1,000, congratulations on winning the title of dancer. Tonkate prompt. Soul coin minus 1,000, congratulations on getting a bottle of perfume. Tonkate prompt. Soul coin minus 1,000, congratulations on getting a box of rouge. Zhou Yan. Angle, no. That's the case with lottery. The more you want to get good things, the vast majority of them will be disappointed. 10 draws again. This time there are 2 maids and no hero. But he got another sweaty horse, and it was white. This horse naturally became Diao Chan's mount. Zhou Yan named the 2 bloody horses, Chasing the Wind, and Lightning, respectively. Chai Feng follow him. Lightning follow Diao Chan. The bloody BMWs are naturally evolved through the colorful heart of the Lord, and they are already level 10 as soon as they are summoned. However, the sweaty BMW can only exert its power on land. An outstanding adventure lord needs to take risks on the Lord continent all the time. The enemies he faces are of all kinds, and even the environment is diverse. Whether you are facing enemies on land, in the air, or underwater, you need to have a certain level of strength. In the future, he will definitely have to build 3 main armies to face the monsters in the 3 major environments of sea, land and air. Of course, there are too many monsters in the Lord world, and there are also monsters made of elements. If these monsters are of high level and strong, each of them will be a powerful magician. He has even heard that some monsters are very weird and have no physical existence. They are completely immune to physical attacks. Even magic and elemental attacks have little effect. They can only be eliminated using mental power or powerful soul-type attacks. When encountering such monsters, if you don't have a way to deal with them or escape in time, you can imagine what the outcome will be. Everything he has now is just getting started. The Navy, Air Force, and Cavalry will all be there, and it will take time to develop. I've drawn the high-level lottery 100 times in total, but I still haven't been able to summon a hero with R quality or above. 10 women of various qualities appeared, and he left them all to Li Shuang to arrange. It is worth mentioning that he obtained 2 pieces of golden equipment and several skill books. Both pieces of gold equipment were armor, and he didn't wear them either. Because his own silver suit had suit effects, he gave it to Diao Chan. Among the 4 skill books, one is an A-quality skill book called Half Moon Slash, which I directly taught Diao Chan. When she passed on, she also inherited a lot of swordsmanship and immortality, because her profession itself is a profession of immortal cultivator, and she can learn both spell-type skills and swordsmanship-type skills. Although he has not inherited the skills yet, he always feels that the picture in his mind still has a lot of room for improvement, but he has not found a way yet. He left another B-quality skill book with Sun Shangxiang. As for the remaining 2 books, one was of D quality and the other was of E quality, he gave it to 2 of his subordinates to learn from. He came to the white-robed ghost soldier barracks again, summoned all the remaining places that could be summoned, and raised all their levels to level 10. There are still a lot of soul coins left. Use the remaining soul coins to upgrade some soldiers. The remaining ones can only be upgraded tomorrow. On the 22nd day of the newcomer trial, he raised the levels of everyone in the territory to level 20. Day 23, Day 24, Day 25, Day 26 of newbie's strength. Although the monsters every day are much stronger than the previous day, the harvest every day is much more than the previous day. Today, an 18-year-old bronze boss appeared. After he killed today's bronze boss, there was another newbie trial announcement. Territory prompt. You have completed the special advanced mission and killed 10 bronze quality monsters. You will be rewarded with 1000 reputation points and an SSS quality special building treasure chest. A newbie trial announcement will be made. Will the name of the territory be announced? What's your real name and nationality? This tip really surprised him. He did not receive a reputation reward for killing a bronze quality monster for the first time. I didn't expect that it would take 10 in total. After seeing the reward, he was quite satisfied. Although the conditions for triggering this mission were very harsh, the 1000 reputation points and a special treasure chest reward of SSS quality made him very satisfied. He still chose no. Newcomer trial announcement. Territory XXX belongs to Lord XXX, nationality. Closing square bracket. Newcomer trial announcement. Territory XXX belongs to Lord XXX, nationality is. Closing square bracket. Newcomer trial announcement. Territory XXX belongs to Lord XXX, nationality is. Closing square bracket. The entire newcomer trial. N airy summation opening parenthesis D no, me D Sean, D no, 0 DQ, S row S. The news came too suddenly. It's really too scary. Bronze quality monster. Still 10. Is this guy human? The key is this reward. I don't know how many people are jealous. 1000 reputation points. The key is an SSS quality building treasure chest, which you can't buy even if you have money. Someone tell me this guy's name and address. We want to pay him a visit. As a whole, people who are going through the newbie trial are very uneasy inside. Thinking that the other party has been able to kill other monsters at the Azure Bronze level, but they are still dealing with ordinary monsters, and some new lords have even never seen boss level monsters, I feel sad. International Chat Hall. Brother, I am a member of the Locke family, and I am willing to spend a high price on that SSS quality special construction treasure chest. I am willing to buy it at a high price, 10 billion spirit coins. If you don't like the spirit coins, you can directly make various requests. We are willing to spend a huge price to buy it. Our company is also willing to purchase, and I hope friends can contact me. Friend, as long as you trade with me, spiritual coins, resources, buildings, equipment, techniques, and skills are all no problem. Even if you want any woman, we can help you get it. The whole world is looking for Zhou Yan, hoping to buy that SSS quality special building treasure chest from him. This quality is really too high, and coupled with the word special, it is enough for any force to buy it at any price. It's a pity that Zhou Yan didn't even open the chat room, and he had no intention of selling it. He couldn't wait to take the SSS quality special building treasure box in his hands, filled with joy. It has not yet entered the evolution of the territory, and it is already of SSS quality. If it has entered the evolution, I don't know what kind of quality building it will evolve into. Everyone is looking forward to this. Territory prompt. Congratulations to Gen Mi for successfully completing the trial and switching to the only profession, Frost Fairy. One person in the Temple of Inheritance has successfully transferred to another profession, turned on the inheritance professional characteristics, and all attributes are +5. Closing square bracket. At this time, Zhou Yan heard the hint from the territory, and Gen Mi finally changed his job successfully. Speaking of which, her trial lasted quite a long time. All attributes increased by 5 points again, making him much stronger again. Several people have successfully transferred jobs in the past few days, but the Zhongsan he was looking forward to has not yet come out. He asked someone to call Gen Mi over, because he found that after Gen Mi changed jobs, her luck value increased greatly, and she had become the person with the highest luck attribute in the territory. Not long after, everyone felt an air of ice coming, and even the temperature dropped a lot. Everyone looked at Gen Mi and saw that she was dressed in blue and surrounded by a cold air, like a fairy coming to the world. Lord. After Gen Mi saw Zhou Yan, she quickly stepped forward and said to Diao Chan, "Hello, Sister Diao Chan. Congratulations to Sister Gen Mi for successfully changing her job." Diao Chan responded with a smile. "You've come back just in time. It's up to you to open this treasure box. After opening it, I have something to give you," Zhou Yan said mysteriously to Gen Mi, who had just changed jobs. Because Gen Mi has successfully changed jobs, her luck attribute has already surpassed that of Diao Chan, becoming the person with the highest luck in the entire territory. "Gen Mi, open it." Zhou Yan handed the building to Gen Mi, and then everyone looked at her. Although Zhang Zhenmi was very nervous, but seeing the expectant eyes of so many people, he still mustered up the courage to open the treasure chest. There was a flash of golden light, and a building emitting dazzling light appeared in front of people. Zhou Yan was very surprised when he saw this building. Then, his eyes burst into a burst of golden light. Just because this building is so special. Territory prompt. Build Hall of Heroes Souls, and Hall of Heroes Souls evolved into Underworld. He quickly began to check the properties of the building. Building. Underworld. Level 1. Quality. RRR. Defense. 3000. Special Attribute 1. Increase the attributes of all residents in the territory by 10%. Closing square bracket. Special Attribute 2. Resurrection. After the territory residents die, they can spend a certain amount of soul coins to resurrect. Closing square bracket. Special Attribute 3. All residences' damage is reduced by 10%. Closing square bracket. Introduction. The strange building in charge of the entire underworld has huge power. Zhou Yan was very surprised when he saw this building. He didn't expect the power of this building to be so powerful. The underworld is a building that only exists in legends. No one expected that it would become a building in this territory. This is a very unexpected and surprising thing. He quickly upgraded the level of this building. Territory prompt. Consumption of 300 spirit coins will raise the level of Underworld to level 2. Territory prompt. Consumption of 400 spirit coins will raise the level of Underworld to level 3. Territory prompt. Consumption of 500 spirit coins will raise the level of Underworld to level 4. Building. Underworld. Level 20. Required for upgrade. 100,000 soul coins, 1,000 soul coins, and a 3-star Yinming stone. Quality. RRR. Defense. 100,000. Special Attribute 1. Increase the attributes of all residents in the territory by 30%. Closing square bracket. Special Attribute 2. Resurrection. After the territory residents die, they can spend a certain amount of soul coins to resurrect. Closing square bracket. Special Attribute 3. The damage received by all residents is reduced by 30%. Closing square bracket. Special Attribute 4. The soul damage received by territorial residents is reduced by 10%. Introduction. The strange building that controls the entire underworld has great power. Closing square bracket. After upgrading the level of Underworld to level 20, the things required for upgrading have also changed, and soul coins are also required to upgrade. Although it is not much now, only 1,000 soul coins, this building is only level 20. Who knows how many soul coins will be needed to upgrade later. However, the ability of this building is indeed very powerful. It can actually resurrect the residents of the territory. This ability is absolutely incredible. He didn't know if other lords had similar buildings. Anyway, he had never heard of such a building. This building is very different from other buildings. It is full of darkness and looks gloomy, like a lifeless palace. Zhou Yan led everyone inside and found that this underworld didn't look big from the outside, but after walking in, he found that the inside of the building was larger than the entire territory. Although I am surprised, I think that this underworld itself is a special building, and it is normal to have such characteristics. Although it is very big, there are not many things inside, and everyone feels a cold aura coming over them. The entire underworld is full of gloom, coldness, and death, and everyone does not like it very much. But there is one exception, and that is Ni Xiaochen. She is a ghost herself, and the power in her body is yin qi. She naturally likes such a place very much. The underworld is like a world, but there are still many things missing here. After reaching a certain range, they can no longer pass. This should be because the level is too low and other places are not open. He came to the back of Underworld and found several altars, one of which was called Soul Gathering Pond, which was used to gather the souls of the residents of the territory. The other one is called Reincarnation Pool, which is used for reincarnation. The last one is the Resurrection Pool, which is used for resurrection. There are still many things that have not appeared in Underworld, so he needs to collect materials to upgrade the level before he can present the real Underworld. There are many functions of this building. Anyway, there are only a few days left for the newbie trial. He plans to collect information about the Yinming Stone after he goes out, hoping to gain something. Lord, I want to practice here. Ni Xiaochen looked at Zhou Yan. This place is very suitable for her to practice. She can practice faster here than in the Aura Bamboo House. You can come anytime you want. Zhou Yan replied. Great. Ni Xiaochen was very happy. Everyone left, leaving Ni Xiaochen alone to practice here. Everyone returned to the Aura Bamboo House again. After Zhou Yan arranged everything in the territory one by one, he began to upgrade the people in the territory. The first was his own level, which he upgraded to level 30 in one go. Territory prompt. Soul coins minus 7,000, your level has been raised from level 20 to level 21. Territory prompt. Soul coins minus 8,000, your level has been raised from level 21 to level 22. Territory prompt. Soul coin minus 9,000, your level has been raised from level 22 to level 23. Then there are Diao Chan, Zhen Mi, Ni Xiaochen, Sun Xiongxiang, Si Tang, Hua Yurong and the others. To upgrade from level 20 to level 30, everyone needs to consume 115,000 soul coins. High-quality heroes require the most soul coins to upgrade. Soldiers don't need so many soul coins, but the larger the number, the more soul coins they need. Of course, more than 20 million soul coins cannot upgrade everyone's level to level 30. The remaining people can only wait until later. He still had 100,000 soul coins left, saving them for unnecessary use. Even for people who have been adventuring in the Lord's continent for a year, their territory is definitely not as good as mine. This newbie trial was of great benefit to him. The extra soul coins awarded alone are a very huge reward. He did not arrange for people to go into the Heritage Temple to accept the inheritance trial. Because there are only 3 days left until the newbie trial ends. The newbie trials in the last 3 days will be even more fierce than the previous attacks. He has made a series of arrangements for tomorrow's defense work, and there is nothing that needs to be adjusted. Everything can continue as usual. He has upgraded all the buildings that can be upgraded now, and the remaining materials cannot be purchased during the newcomer trial. He can only wait until the newcomer trial is over. After settling the matter, they all went about their own business, and those who had nothing to do also went to practice. Zhen Mi, stay. Zhou Yan called out to Zhen Mi. The others laughed when they heard this, knowing what the Lord was thinking. Yes, Jen Mi was not stupid and had already guessed something in her mind, but she was still a little nervous and her heart beat faster. Lord, seeing Zhou Yan slowly walking towards her, Jen Mi became even more nervous. Zhou Yan hugged Jen Mi and said, "Tell me about the job transfer trial." Jen Mi's pretty face was slightly red, and she let Zhou Yan hug her soft and delicate body, and then talked about what happened in the trial place. It was a land of ice and snow, and then she met a woman named Frost Fairy. It turned out to be her fairy mansion. After that, she became the apprentice of Frost Fairy and began to learn various immortal laws and trials. The trial was very strict and very difficult, which was why it took her so long to successfully transfer. Every trial is not easy, and those who can succeed use their own strength and perseverance to complete it. It'll be great if you succeed. Zhou Yan looked at Jen Mi, his eyes full of passion. Jen Mi's pretty face turned red, and before she could react, Zhou Yan kissed her lips, and then a wonderful thing happened. With the influx of a huge amount of spiritual energy, both Zhou Yan and Jen Mi gained huge benefits. Zhou Yan's realm continues to break through, from the Martial Dao 30th layer heaven to the Martial Dao 35th layer heaven. The higher the realm, the more spiritual energy is needed. Jen Mi's gains were not small, and she was directly promoted to the Martial Dao 15th layer. On the Sansheng stone, Jen Mi's name was added again. The 27th day of the newbie trial. The last 3 days will be the most difficult time of the entire newcomer trial. The teacher once said that many newcomer lords will have their crystals broken by monsters one after another during these 3 days, thus ending the newcomer trial. Therefore, these last 3 days are the most important 3 days in the entire newcomer trial, and they are also the most difficult 3 days. Monsters have been attacking the territory since 4 o'clock in the morning. The territory is now on the right track and can operate normally even without Zhou Yan. Diao Chan and the others had already prepared defenses on each city wall, and he soon arrived on the city wall. Looking at the monsters outside, Zhou Yan looked very surprised, because today's monster was a mechanical monster. Monster. Mechanical dog. Quality. Elite. Level 18. Special. Mechanization. Introduction. Mechanical dogs created by alien civilizations are usually used as reconnaissance pioneers. Closing square bracket. Lord, these mechanical dogs are more difficult to deal with than monsters. After the captain among the white-robed ghost soldiers saw Zhou Yan, he quickly stepped forward and told Zhou Yan about the characteristics of these monsters. Zhou Yan nodded and carefully observed the mechanical dogs outside. These mechanical monsters are indeed not easy to deal with. They are equipped with firearms and can attack from a long distance. If it were not for the high quality and power of its defense tower, and its attack range is large enough, I am afraid that the soldiers would have suffered a lot. These mechanical dogs are fiercely attacking. He has long known that he currently lacks long-range arms, but there is no way now. Long-range arms are not something that can be obtained just by saying they have them. He wanted to build a barracks to try his luck, maybe he could get a long-range unit, but recently he didn't reward any buildings, but he got a lot of gold equipment rewards. He also received 2 golden forging blueprints, both of which were awarded to him after the trial. It's a pity that there are drawings and no materials, so it can only be left alone. Mechanical dogs are much more flexible than monsters, but when faced with attacks from high-energy machine turrets, no matter how flexible these mechanical dogs are, they will basically be killed. Now all the white-robed ghost soldiers are equipped with shields. Even if some mechanical dogs approach, the soldiers can use their shields to defend themselves. The battle has lasted for 2 hours. As the number of mechanical dogs has increased, many have broken through the coverage of the defense tower and attacked the soldiers. The white-robed ghost soldiers were all veterans of many battles. It was their first time facing a high-tech monster like a mechanical dog, but they were not stupid and had already prepared ways to deal with it. After some mechanical dogs approached, the firearms installed on their bodies began to actively attack. A series of bullets came out of the muzzles and attacked the white-robed ghost soldiers. The white-robed ghost soldiers formed a square formation, with their shields in front and their whole bodies hiding behind the shields. These mechanical dogs would actively rush toward them without them moving forward. Dang dang dang. The bullet landed on the shield, leaving only a little mark. These shields were equipped with bronze or above, which was more than enough to withstand the mechanical dog's bullets. Kill. After the mechanical dog approached, the white-robed ghost soldiers quickly attacked, drew their weapons and launched a fierce attack on the mechanical dog. A burst of sparks flew, and the mechanical dog turned into a pile of scrap metal. They are all mechanical monsters, and as long as their core is destroyed, they can be completely eliminated. The core of these mechanical dogs is in their heads. As long as their heads are destroyed, they will be no threat at all. But the capabilities of these mechanical monsters don't stop there. In addition to having firearms installed on their backs, their teeth are also very sharp. They seem to be directly modified from monster teeth, and they have very powerful biting power. The current level of the white-robed ghost soldiers is mostly at level 30, and they are equipped with sophisticated equipment. Although not everyone can have a complete set of silver equipment, they are fully equipped with a complete set of bronze equipment. Some of them are even equipped with a complete set of bronze equipment. There is a piece of silver equipment. Even if the bullet hits the armor, it will not cause fatal damage to them, but the durability will only be reduced. For a territory with a group of dwarf blacksmiths, the equipment only needs to be repaired before it can be used again. Avertisement. However, as the battle progressed, a white-robed ghost soldier was struck by a bullet in the face and fell down. Although the helmet can protect their heads, it only protects the back of the head, not the face. Thermal weapon attacks are always very powerful, and the bullet penetrated directly into the soldier's brain, killing him with one blow. It had been a long time since the newcomers had been tested, and this was the first time there had been casualties in his territory. After the soldier died, a soul was sucked into the underworld within the territory. When other soldiers saw their comrades falling, they became angry and launched an even more violent attack on these mechanical dogs. Bring the body back. Underworld can resurrect soldiers, so bringing the corpse back can shorten the time for resurrection. Today's battle is destined not to be easy. Not only are these mechanical dogs numerous in number, but they also possess thermal weapons. If it were not for the underworld, there is no telling how many soldiers would die in this battle. He is very lucky to be able to obtain such a heaven-defying building as Underworld. He would not even mention a word of this kind of building to the outside world. Lord, there was a voice behind him. Zhou Yan looked back and found that Zhen Mi had woken up. He quickly said, "Why don't you rest for a while? There are so many monsters in the territory, I can't sleep anymore." Although Zhen Mi was very tired and even walked a little awkwardly, she did not need to fight the monster in close combat. She could attack while standing on the city wall. Seeing so many monsters outside, and each of them looked strange, I was very curious and asked, "What kind of monster are these? It's really strange. They are made of iron and can attack like that." This is a mechanical dog, a high-tech monster. This high-energy laser cannon defense tower is also a high-tech weapon. We will encounter all kinds of monsters in the future. Is that so? Then they don't have souls. It's a bit strange that they can move without souls. Zhen Mi tried her spiritual power and found that it had no effect on these monsters. From this, she learned that these monsters were soulless monsters. She took out the Holy Spirit staff and unleashed a powerful spell. The temperature between heaven and earth dropped rapidly, as if winter was coming. Then, a piece of cold air formed in the sky above Zhen Mi, turning into cold cones, densely packed and very numerous. Go! As Zhen Mi waved her staff gently, the cold cone in the air that was already ready to strike fell fiercely towards the monster outside like a cannonball. Bang bang bang! Ding ding ding! The ice cones were very terrifying, covering the mechanical dogs within a few hundred meters. Those mechanical dogs were directly pierced by these ice cones, and sparks shot out, turning them into a pile of scrap metal. With one move, a group of monsters were killed. Zhou Yan quickly praised. Spell-type attacks are really powerful. I learned this all when I inherited it, but my current strength is still very low. I can only use some very low-level spells, and I cannot use high-level spells. Zhen Mi replied. This is still a low-level spell. Zhou Yan didn't expect that such a powerful spell was only at low level. If Zhen Mi's strength improved, he didn't know how powerful the spell could be. He is full of expectations, so he needs to improve Zhen Mi's strength. This is a humanoid defense tower in the territory. Zhen Mi waved the staff again, and a storm of cold air appeared. A strong blue wind appeared, rolling up a snowflake. This is also a spell inherited by Gen Mi, called Ice Storm. However, now Gen Mi can only form a small storm. She controlled this storm and swept in all the mechanical dogs that came to the city wall. The powerful tearing force directly tore these mechanical dogs into pieces. Gen Mi alone used this move to defeat countless mechanical dogs. My Gen Mi is really amazing. Zhou Yanjun sighed sincerely. I still have a lot of spells that I haven't used yet. Gen Mi smiled sweetly at Zhou Yan, and then condensed a burst of magic power again, turning it into an ice bow. She held the ice bow in her hand, then he opened Gongzon. A dark blue halo appeared on Gongzon and turned into an ice arrow. As Gen Mi pulled it into a full moon, with a bang sound, the bow and arrow came out of Zon and rushed out like a shooting star. A brilliant blue light was left in the sky, and soon formed a huge ice arrow several meters long, arriving in front of the monster 500 meters away. At this moment, the ice arrow that rushed out suddenly shattered. Just when Zhou Yan was surprised, he saw Gen Mi's smiling eyes. I saw that the broken ice arrows were not really broken, but turned into countless finger-sized ice arrows, flying towards the mechanical dogs in all directions. Boom boom boom. Suddenly, a small explosion suddenly appeared in that area, one after another, as if it was covered by a fierce missile. This move really surprised Zhou Yan and asked, "What move is this?" "This move is called Bow Explosion. Now I can only attack enemies 500 meters away." Gen Mi replied. "How many ice spells have you learned? Each of them is so powerful." Zhou Yan was very surprised. Although Diao Chan and the others have also changed jobs, they don't have many skills. Many skills even have level and realm restrictions before they can be used. But Gen Mi is different. She has learned so many powerful skills just after changing jobs. Every time the moves are all very powerful. I have learned a lot, but there are only 4 or 5 that can be used. Gen Mi replied with her big eyes blinking. 4 or 5 can be used. In other words, there are still many that are temporarily unavailable. Thinking of this, Zhou Yan was speechless for a while. Compared with others, Gen Mi has too many skills. She no longer needs to learn skills in the future, the skills she inherited alone are enough to use. Sure enough, every inheritance trial is different. It's no use even if he is envious. His inheritance test is not weaker than Gen Mi's, it's just in the aspect of his skills. Diao Chan's inheritance is also very powerful. Her strength lies in actual combat, various combat techniques, and the use of skills. Diao Chan is absolutely very powerful. Every inheritance has its own strengths. After that, Gen Mi once again displayed 2 other skills. One is the frost technique, which can freeze nearby enemies. She said that in the future, it can even form a world of ice and snow. The other is the ice wall technique, which can form an ice wall to protect oneself. Later, Gen Mi also condensed an ice wall outside the city wall to defend against monsters. Even if these monsters attack, they can only attack the ice wall without causing any damage to the city wall. This point indeed made Zhou Yan very satisfied. It was like putting armor on the city wall, which could greatly increase the defensive power of the city wall. These 2 skills are both defensive skills. Combined with the other 3 attack skills, absolutely not many people can block it. I also learned a spell. Zhou Yan saw how powerful Gen Mi's spell was and wanted to show it off. Gen Mi knew that Zhou Yan could learn any skill, so she asked curiously, "I want to see it." Zhou Yan nodded and used the S-quality skill, Meteor and Fire Rain. In an instant, a rain of fire appeared in the sky, falling towards the dense mechanical dogs. Countless mechanical dogs were covered in this flame, destroyed, and detonated. All the monsters in that area were wiped out by this meteor shower. The fire skills are so powerful. Gen Mi was also surprised. She didn't expect Zhou Yan's spells to be so powerful. This is an S-quality skill, so its power is certainly not bad. Zhou Yan said. The Lord needs to learn more skills. You will be invincible in both long range and close combat. Then no one will be your opponent. Gen Mi is well aware of the power of Zhou Yan's profession. There is no limit and he can learn all skills. This profession is too scary. Strong is powerful, but knowing how to connect and use each skill rationally is not enough. Learning skills randomly will not work. Although he can learn any skill, he does not learn every skill. Choosing a set of chain skills is much more powerful than learning skills randomly. With the two of them in front, the mechanical dog couldn't rush to the city wall at all. However, Zhou Yan will often go to other city walls to support him. After all, these mechanical dogs have long-range attacks, which is still a bit troublesome. He also saw some wounded soldiers who had been shot directly in the face by bullets. He had the corpses of these soldiers put into the underworld and then began to resurrect them. Underworld prompt: consume 1000 soul coins to resurrect soldiers. Underworld prompt: start resurrection, time is 22 hours. Underworld prompt: consume 2000 soul coins to resurrect soldiers. Each soldier needs to consume different soul coins according to their level to be resurrected. After resurrection, their level will not decrease. Soldiers between level 11 and level 20 need 1000 soul coins to be resurrected. Soldiers between level 21 and level 30 need 2000 soul coins to be resurrected. This soul coin is definitely a good deal. To upgrade a soldier from level 1 to level 30, it requires over 100,000 soul coins. A mere 2000 soul coins is really nothing. The battle started at 4 in the morning and lasted until 7 in the evening before the boss appeared. And there are 4 bosses appearing this time. On every city wall, a boss appeared. It's actually 4 bosses. Although Zhou Yan was surprised, he was also very happy. 4 other Azure Bronze level boss can also bring him a lot of rewards. He checked the information about the boss in front of him. It was also a mechanical boss. Monster: Mechanical Tibetan Mastiff. Quality: Reinforced Bronze. Level: Level 18. Special: Laser Beam, Powerful Cannon. Introduction: an aggressive mechanical beast created by alien civilization and has good abilities. Closing square bracket. This mechanical Tibetan Mastiff was twice the size of an ordinary mechanical dog and much faster. It came towards the territory quickly. Although it encountered attacks from defense towers, it was very fast and those attacks only caused minor damage to its damage. Zhou Yan smiled, turned on the high-energy cannon capability of the high-energy machine turret and aimed it at the mechanical Tibetan Mastiff. Come on, brother, my cannon has been prepared for you. Zhou Yan smiled, aimed at the opponent, and started firing. Boom! A terrifying giant cannon rushed out quickly, destroying everything in front of it and completely killing it. The mechanical Tibetan Mastiff didn't even react. It was killed by the giant cannon and turned into pieces. The boss in the other 3 places were in a similar situation. They were all killed by the second skill of the defense tower. They didn't know that bosses would appear in the first place. They could only blame these bosses for being unlucky. They happened to encounter these defense towers whose second skill was on cooldown. After the 4 bosses were killed, these mechanical monsters had no further reinforcements. After 8 o'clock in the evening, today's trial finally ended. The battle on the 28th day of the newcomer trial is over. Closing square bracket. Start settling rewards. Closing square bracket. Destroy 100,000 level 18 elite mechanical dogs, 80,000 level 18 elite mechanical cats, 80,000 level 18 elite mechanical rats, 80,000 level 18 elite mechanical snakes, and 4 enhanced bronze mechanical Tibetan Mastiffs. Closing square bracket. Combat rating: SS. Reward: the basic reward is 15 million soul coins, 15 million spirit coins, and an SS quality hero summoning token. Additional rewards for evaluation: 30 million soul coins, 30 million spirit coins, and AC quality random special barracks. Closing square bracket. A total of 45 million soul coins and spirit coins. This is definitely an amazing wealth. This trial rewards an SS quality hero summoning token. This token can summon SS quality heroes no matter which barracks it is summoned from. Coupled with a special barracks building, the rewards given this time are indeed very good. If he fails today, these rewards will have nothing to do with him. The rewards in the last 3 days are indeed very rich, and those who persist to the end will receive great rewards. But the rewards of other newcomer lords are definitely not as good as his. Hold the hero summoning token in your hand and check its attributes. Item: Hero Summoning Token. Quality: SS. Introduction: it can be used in any barracks, and you will definitely get a hero with SS quality. The summoned hero is related to the barracks unit. Closing square bracket. After seeing this hero summoning token, he thought about it and decided to use it on the white-robed ghost soldier barracks. Of course he hopes to summon Chen Qingji, but whether he can summon him in the end depends on luck. His current level is level 30, and his luck value has reached 106 points. As for the special barracks, he can no longer build it because there is not enough open space in the territory to build buildings. The reason why Underworld was able to be built before was because that building was a very special building that occupied a very small area and formed its own space inside. Unless he can continue to upgrade his territory, otherwise, this barracks can only be left alone for now. However, he has another way, which is to put away a completed building and then take it out when the territory is upgraded and the open space is large enough. He first came to the white-robed ghost soldier barracks and took out an SS quality hero summoning token. He calmed down and began to use the hero summoning token in his hand. "My white-robed ghost general, you must appear." Zhou Yan kept praying in his heart. White-robed ghost soldier prompt. Using the hero summoning token, the hero was successfully summoned, Chen Qingji. When Zhou Yan heard this, he immediately laughed and said, "My white-robed ghost general is finally here." A colorful light appeared on the summoning altar, and a graceful, elegant and handsome man with a serious and cold face appeared on the ordering platform wearing white clothes. Chen Qingji is still very handsome, with a height of 1.8 meters and wearing white clothes. His appearance is slightly worse than him. He looked at Zhou Yan, knelt down on one knee, clenched his hands into fists, and said, "General Chen Qingji, pay your respects to the Lord." "No gifts, no gifts, no gifts," Zhou Yan said quickly, and then looked at Chen Qingji's attributes. Name, Chen Qingji. Gender, male. Age, 18. Race, human race. Lord, Zhou Yan. Quality, RRR. Loyalty, 100. Level, 0. Upgrade required, 100 soul coins. Charm, 20 basic 2. Luck, 20 basic 2. Strength, 10 basic 1. Physique, 11 basic 1.1. Agility, 20 basic 2. Spirit, 40 basic 4. Talent, Holy Ghost Ghost Body. The speed of commanding soldiers is plus 100%, and the marching speed at night is an additional plus 50%. When commanding white-robed ghost soldiers, subordinates can cause an additional 50% damage to soul-type enemies. Skills, Rushui leading soldiers, combat effectiveness plus 100%. Morale plus 200%, intimidation 50%, deterrence against dark and soul monsters. Soldier training, can train white-robed ghost soldiers. White-robed armor, when fighting, wear white armor, all attributes plus 20%. Surrender 10% probability of making low-level soul-type enemies surrender. Military formation, marching formation, combat effectiveness plus 50%. Qualification, RRR. Skill, none. Realm, none. Introduction. Evolved by mysterious energy, basic attributes increase tenfold. Famous teachers and generals should not keep themselves in prison, and thousands of troops should avoid white robes. Closing square bracket. Chen Qingji's attributes are very high, including very high agility and spirit. The key is that Chen Qingji has too many skills, each of which is related to commanding troops. He is a naturally handsome man. He directly upgraded Chen Qingji's level to level 30. The basic properties become: Charm, 80 basic 2. Luck, 80 basic 2. Strength, 40 basic 1. Physique, 41 basic 1.1. Agility, 50 basic 2. Spirit, 190 basic 4. Chen Qingji is not a hero known for his strength, but a Confucian general whose attribute point growth is also based on spirituality. After upgrading, the power of various skills has also been greatly improved. With Chen Qingji, the white-robed ghost soldiers finally have a leader, and their combat effectiveness will increase several times. Chen Qingji, you will continue to lead the white-robed ghost soldiers from now on, and make the reputation of the white-robed ghost soldiers a nightmare for the enemy. Zhou Yan ordered. Yes, Chen Qingji accepted the order happily. Later, Zhou Yan led Chen Qingji to the battlefield. Countless white-robed ghost soldiers were very happy after seeing Chen Qingji and quickly shouted, "Hello, Lord, hello, General. I will work together from now on to not let the Lord down." Chen Qingji was also very excited after seeing these soldiers. "We will definitely work together in the future," replied many white-robed ghost soldiers. From this, we can see how strong Chen Qingji's cohesion is and how huge his bonus is to this army. Zhou Yan gave Chen Qingji a detailed explanation of the current situation in the territory, and also introduced him to the situation of all the defense towers in the territory one by one. He led Chen Qingji through the entire territory and introduced him to the functions and attributes of each building. This made Chen Qingji more surprised and more confident as he watched. The architecture of the territory is really too strong. With so many high-quality buildings, he has unlimited expectations for the future of the territory. Chen Qing was worthy of being born as a general. He quickly had a general understanding of the situation in the territory and also made some suggestions. Zhou Yan thought it was pretty good and started to adopt it. Then, he handed over all the defense work of the entire territory to Chen Qingji. Chen Qingji was very touched that he had been treated with such high regard when he first came to the territory, and he quickly said, "The Lord has such high hopes, I will do my best to protect the territory and prevent any enemy from entering the territory. I believe in your ability and your strength. Work hard. One day, I will make our territory the top of the world." Zhou Yan also said with great enthusiasm, "I will do my best." After Chen Qingji accepted the order, he immediately devoted himself to the city defense work of the entire territory. Zhou Yan, on the other hand, was considering which building to take away to build the newly acquired barracks. He screened one by one and finally selected one of the buildings. He put the cinema away. Cinema is mostly used for entertainment now, because you can only enter the movie world once a month, and there is still a long time before the next opening, so it is better to put it away first and build the barracks first. It turns out that Acquired's monster will be more powerful, and he must summon enough soldiers to ensure the defense of Acquired's territory. After putting away the cinema, he began to build the newly obtained C-quality barracks. Territory prompt. Obtain C-quality barracks elite soldiers. Territory prompt. Build elite soldiers, and elite soldiers evolved into trapped in camp. What? You're trapped in the camp? Zhou Yan was very surprised. Trapped camp, a unique force at the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty. It was small in number but extremely brave in combat. Its commander was Lu Bu's general Gao Shun. Known as Gao Shun, he commanded more than 700 soldiers, named thousands, and their armors were all well equipped and well organized. Every attack was invincible, and they were called trapped camp. There are only more than 700 people in the whole army, all of them are brave and good at fighting, and they are well equipped. He didn't know how strong this evolved version of trapped in the camp was. Anyway, the name of trapped camp is well known to him, and he is very satisfied to be able to obtain such a powerful army now. He immediately raised the level of trapped in the faction to level 20. Building. Trapped in faction. Level 20. Required for upgrade. 50,000 spirit coins, 103 star wood, 103 star stone. Quality. Art 0 halves. Required for quality upgrade. 2 R quality barracks. Defense. 50,000 50,000ths. Attribute. Every time 1500 soul coins are consumed, a soldier trapped in the camp can be summoned. The current maximum number of people that can be summoned 0.500ths. Special Attribute 1. Increase the attributes of all trapped camp soldiers by 20%. Closing square bracket. Special Attribute 2. Increase the morale of all trapped camp soldiers by 20% and combat effectiveness by 20%. Closing square bracket. Special Attribute 3. When surrounded, the will to be trapped breaks out, all attributes plus 50%, combat power plus 50%, charge speed plus 50%, lasts for 20 minutes. Closing square bracket. Introduction. The ambition to stay in battle, life and death, strict discipline, and invincibility. If the trapped camp is led by Gao Shun, greater combat effectiveness will erupt. Closing square bracket. The quality of the barracks in trapped camp is higher than that of white-robed ghost soldiers. Each soldier in this barracks requires 1,500 soul coins, which is half more than the white-robed ghost soldier. However, this number is quite good. There are only 500 places for level 20. It is impossible that the total number of people coming to this barracks is only 700. In this way, he felt relieved. He immediately began calling for soldiers. Trapped in the camp prompt. Consume 1500 soul coins to summon a soldier. Trapped in the camp prompt. Consume 1500 soul coins to summon a soldier. Trapped in the camp prompt. Consume 1500 soul coins to summon a soldier. He summoned 500 trapped soldiers at once, but unfortunately, he failed to summon Gao Shun 500 times. However, he did summon some generals such as captains of troops, captains of 10, and centurions. A school captain named Gao Meng was also summoned, and he temporarily handed over the trapped camp to his command. 500 soldiers, the lowest quality of the soldiers is S quality, the quality of the corps commander, captain of 10, and centurion is all SS quality, and the quality of the captain is SSS. He began to upgrade the levels of these soldiers, and could only upgrade them all to level 25. After the upgrade, he still had about 1 million soul coins left. 500 people can only wait until tomorrow to upgrade to level 30. In this way, not counting others, the number of soldiers alone reached 1,200. Naturally, these people were temporarily left to Chen Qingji for arrangements. After Gao Shun was summoned, Gao Shun was then allowed to lead this trapped camp. After having these people, he felt more at ease about tomorrow's monster attack. After the number of people increased, the resource consumption of the territory also increased a lot. Whether it is food or water, a lot of burden needs to be added. For this reason, he asked Li Shuang, the housekeeper. After all, she arranged and handled all the logistical work in the territory. Fortunately, he has summoned many women to help her in Tonkate these days, otherwise it would be quite tiring to rely on her people. The food and water sources in the territory must be in place during these 2 days. As long as I survive these 2 days, I will be able to leave the newcomer trial. Once outside, I don't need to worry about food and water sources at all. Zhou Yan said to Li Shuang. Lord, don't worry, spirit rice is now fully planted in spirit field. I have asked people to stop the other fruits first, because we have planted a lot before and still have a lot in stock. I have already planned and distributed them. Make sure everyone can eat 2 spiritual fruits every day. Li Shuang talked about the food, and then said, because the daily water production of Lingquan is limited, and the spirit field needs to water a lot of Lingquan water every day, the water source may be a little tight. However, there is no problem at all if it lasts for 2 days. This problem can be solved after the newcomers go through the trial and buy buildings such as wells from outside. The food is quite sufficient. After all, the spirit rice produced by spirit field is still very abundant, and the spiritual fruits are also distributed reasonably. The only thing missing is water. Zhou Yan nodded and said, don't worry about this. After the newcomer trial is over, I need to purchase a lot of resources and materials. At this stage, our funds are still sufficient. I will solve the water source problem after the newcomer trial. He made hundreds of millions of dollars during these newbie trials. He still has 500 to 600 million spirit coins. This money is enough for him to buy a lot of resources and buildings. After all, for the older generation of lords, all the buildings that need to be built in their territory have been built. They just lack high-level and special buildings. The price of special buildings is definitely very high, but there are still many ordinary buildings on the Lord's continent market. He doesn't need to buy special buildings at all. He only needs to buy ordinary buildings to evolve into special buildings. He had also thought before that if he was short of money, he could evolve ordinary buildings and then sell them. However, if these evolved buildings are not built within the territory, the evolutionary effect will disappear. Therefore, he doesn't have to think about this way of making money at all. He found that after the newcomer trial, he still had a lot to do. But now he will finish the monster attack of Ming acquired first. News came from my friend, it was the funny guy, hegemon of the world. The other party asked, Boss, I have issued a lot of materials recently, do you want them? Materials, he definitely wants this stuff. Don't you want to do it yourself? Zhou Yan asked. There are only 2 days left. Everything I should upgrade has been upgraded. These materials have no effect on me now. The other party replied. You want to exchange it for equipment, right? Zhou Yan asked. Boss, you are smart. Today's monsters are too powerful, and I'm afraid the equipment is not enough. If you want to change to some good equipment, silver equipment is the best. The other party said. That depends on your material level. Low-level materials cannot be exchanged for silver equipment. Zhou Yan replied. I understand this. Hegemon of the world replied. After the 20th day of the newcomer trial, many people were lacking equipment, so Zhou Yan thought of using this method to acquire a lot of high-level materials. It doesn't matter if those people don't want to change, unless they don't want to successfully complete the newbie trial. This is also the reason why his territory level can be upgraded to level 25, which is all obtained in exchange for equipment. If their equipment is broken, no one can repair it. They can only recycle it all to him, and then buy most of it from him. When he sells equipment, he has the final say on how to sell it. Whoever puts the newcomers through the trial will have the most equipment, the most complete, and the best. He said that they had to use materials to exchange, so they could only use materials to exchange. It can be said that 70% of the high-level materials in the entire newcomer trial were taken away by him. After all, there are not many high-level materials that they can produce, and keeping them will not be of much use at all. Using them to change equipment and complete the newbie trial is the best choice. Hegemon of the world then put in a lot of 3-star level materials, and even some 4-star level materials. Finally, he also put in 10 pieces of 5-star level materials. Why do you guys even have 5-star level materials? Zhou Yan was indeed surprised. It's useless to hold it. It's better to exchange for some silver equipment. After the newcomer trial is over, as long as you have money, you won't be able to buy this thing. Hegemon of the world replied. This sentence is indeed correct. Materials below 5 stars can still be purchased in Lord Continent as long as they are willing to spend money. Anything above 5 stars can be bought as long as you are willing to pay a big price. As for those particularly rare materials, that's not necessarily the case. Zhou Yan gave the opponent a reasonable amount of equipment based on the opponent's materials. He gave the opponent 5 pieces of silver equipment, which was already very good for him. Thank you, boss. After the transaction with Hegemon of the world was completed, many people later exchanged materials with him for equipment. And because today's monsters were particularly ferocious, he recycled a lot of equipment. He asked Jerry and others to work hard to repair other white-silver level equipment, and someone even recycled other yellow-gold level equipment. There was nothing they could do if they didn't recycle it. They didn't have Zhou Yan's friends, and they couldn't privately chat with him to pay him to help repair the equipment. It was useless to keep it, so they could only recycle it to him through gritted teeth. Zhou Yan was naturally happy. Anyway, he had no intention of selling the gold and kept it for his own people. There are 500 more people in the territory, which requires 500 sets of bronze equipment. As for the silver suit, that is not something that can be done now. Fortunately, he has a large inventory of equipment and has prepared a complete set of bronze equipment for every soldier trapped in the camp. People above the rank of corps commander each have a piece of silver equipment. Of course, Chen Qingji has a complete set of silver equipment plus a gold weapon. He is the commander-in-chief, so he cannot do without good enough equipment. Frozen 3 Feet also sent him a message. Zhou Yan took a look and found out that he wanted him to help repair the equipment. Zhou Yan replied, "What equipment do you want to repair?" 3 pieces of golden equipment. I can use the materials as a reward for repairing them. Frozen 3 Feet replied. Zhou Yan was surprised. He didn't expect that the opponent actually had 3 pieces of golden equipment. He seemed to be very lucky. The other party used materials as payment, which made Zhou Yan very satisfied, and he liked materials. No problem. As soon as he finished speaking, the other party directly traded with him. Not only did he put in 3 pieces of golden equipment with no durability, but he also gave him a lot of materials. There are 343 star materials, 24 star materials, and 3 5-star materials. The business was a good deal and he closed the deal immediately. And replied, "I promise to fix it for you as quickly as possible." Frozen 3 Feet did not reply, obviously very satisfied with his attitude towards doing business. Mainly because of the generosity of the other party, he answered like this. If the other party gives you less reward, you still have to queue up. Give the 3 pieces of equipment to Jerry and let him repair them first. Jerry saw the golden equipment and liked repairing this high-level equipment very much. He was busy until about 12 o'clock before he had time to practice with Gen Mi in his arms. He arranged his time very reasonably every day, and the three women took turns practicing, and today it happened to be Gen Mi's turn. As for Sun Shangxiang, he estimated that he would wait until the newcomers were tested, and then let her transfer. After the transfer was completed, the 29th day of the newbie trial. The monsters didn't appear very early today, they only started to appear at 8 o'clock in the morning. However, this number was greater than yesterday's, and from the beginning they attacked with all their might, overwhelming the ground, as if they were going to wipe out the entire territory in one go. That's a lot. Zhou Yan couldn't help but sigh. Fortunately, he summoned 500 more trapped camps yesterday, otherwise it would really be a headache to face today's monsters. The monsters that appeared this time were all level 19 elite monsters, but they were not mechanical monsters, which reassured him a little. He really didn't like to face those kind of mechanical monsters. This is a group of level 19 elite iron-armored earth dragons. They have a layer of steel-like armor on their backs. Each one is 2 meters tall. At first glance, they are monsters with very powerful defense. Although these armored earth dragons have strong defense, they are not fast, which is better. However, when these armored dragons advance at full speed, the momentum of landslides and ground cracks still looks very powerful. The armored earth dragon fell into the attack range of the defense tower, and the high-energy machine turret burst out with intensive machine gun attacks. The attack power of these laser cannons was very powerful, and it was an R-quality defense tower, so these armored earth dragons still fell on the road. Chen Qingyi was dressed in white robes, with a majestic expression and a serious expression. He held the tip of the hilt of the long sword at his waist with one hand and kept looking at the monster outside. He was very satisfied to see that the defense tower could cause devastating attacks on these monsters. He did not speak or take any action, waiting for the monsters to break through the attack range of the defense tower. Half an hour later, an armored earth dragon finally broke through the coverage of the defense tower and headed towards the territory. Chen Qingji finally took action and raised a hand, and a soldier began to raise a flag and convey orders. After seeing the order, the white-robed ghost soldiers under the city wall began to take action. The front row raised their shields to defend, and the middle row began to attack at any time. As for the back row, all bows and arrows are bent, ready to shoot arrows at any time. As Chen Qingji's movements changed, the soldiers in the back row fired arrows into the air, then loaded their bows again and fired arrows into the air. The sharp arrows fell from the sky in a parabola, and then rushed into these monsters. Although the iron-armored earth dragon has iron armor, these bows and arrows are not ordinary bows and arrows. Many of them are coated with poison. Once punctured, they will be poisoned and die. One by one, the armored earth dragons fell to the ground, but as the number of monsters increased, some armored earth dragons still broke through the arrow coverage and came towards the city wall. Chen Qingji changed his gestures again, and the people in the back row put on long guns, and the soldiers in the front row began to make attack postures. The soldiers began to disperse, forming a battle formation 5 by 5. They seemed to be separated, but in fact they were a military formation. 5-star siege formation. The white-robed ghost soldiers, under the leadership of Chen Qingji, finally launched their first battle. The armored earth dragons walked towards the city wall with heavy steps. They were thick-skinned and had amazing defense. They opened their mouths and roared at the soldiers. The ground erupted with a rumbling sound, and the armored dragon began to launch a fierce attack on the soldiers. Dong dong dong, bang, bang, bang. A series of collision sounds sounded, and the armored earth dragons hit the shield. Their tall and powerful bodies did not break through the shield's formation, and they were all blocked from the shield. Puff! After the armored earth dragon was blocked from the shield, the soldiers in the middle row immediately raised their spears and attacked the armored earth dragon. The bullets pierced the body of the armored earth dragon one by one, and a piece of bright red liquid flowed out. The armored earth dragons fell one after another. The soldiers were like battlefield harvesters, killing these armored earth dragons in a battle formation. These armored earth dragons didn't have any cooperation. They were divided and surrounded by soldiers, and corpses fell one after another on the ground. It's not that the armored dragon is not strong enough, but that the soldiers are too strong. Each of them is a soldier with S quality or above, and the level of each soldier is between level 25 and 30. Coupled with a suit of weapons and armor above bronze, combined with the battle formation bonus, Chen Qingji's bonus, and the bonuses of various buildings in the territory, it is not very difficult to kill these 19-level elite monsters. Under the leadership of Chen Qingji, the soldiers exploded with great strength. They quickly killed the armored dragon that broke through the defense tower and began to actively advance. 5-star siege formation, a small team of 5 people, there must be a supplementary team behind the small team. After the small team in front kills the monsters, the team behind will step forward to take over the position. This greatly ensures their rest time and combat effectiveness, and will not keep them in high-intensity battles. With this method, the entire battlefield was under Chen Qingji's control. As an excellent commander, Chen Qingji will have more than just this battle formation, and he will choose the most suitable battle formation to use. The other heroes haven't taken action yet because it's not time for them to take action yet. If these monsters had long-range attack capabilities, today's battle would not be so easy. Fortunately, these monsters were just a group of thick-skinned monsters. Facing the powerful defense towers and soldiers, the advantages of these monsters were not reflected at all, and they were all killed by the soldiers. Zhou Yan was relieved when he saw that the battlefield was going so smoothly. He has many large-scale talismans in his hands, all bought from the mysterious store. These talismans can also cause very powerful attacks on monsters at critical moments. He had many backups prepared, just waiting for the monster to force him to use them. But he felt relieved when he found that these monsters didn't have the strength to force him to use it. The iron-armored earth dragon's attack has always been high intensity. It started at 8 o'clock in the morning and lasted until 8 o'clock in the evening. There has been no sign of a decrease. He will also use meteor and fire shower to kill monsters. When there are many monsters, he will also rush out to kill a wave of monsters. Coupled with the use of the second skill of the defense tower, they always maintained a state of suppression against these monsters. There are 300 soldiers and several heroes guarding each of the 4 directions of the territory. The defense tower can kill most of the monsters, and all subsequent monsters will be dealt with by the soldiers. The heroes just need to pay attention to some emergencies at any time, let the soldiers keep the military formation running, and prevent monsters from destroying the military formation. They all have disposable scrolls, charms and other props given by Zhou Yan. In addition, they are very powerful. These armored earth dragons have never caused them much crisis. Even less threatening than yesterday. Yesterday's mechanical monster had long-range attacks, which was still very troublesome. There were just a lot of monsters today, which was a great test of their physical strength, endurance, and cooperation. When fighting at night, we have to talk about the role played by Light Tower. Although this defense tower is usually unknown, this defense tower has a very powerful benefit to the entire territory. The night here is still very cold, but with the light tower here, this defensive tower can drive away the cold and can extend to 100 meters outside the city wall. Lighting tower drives away the cold and allows the soldiers to maintain sufficient combat effectiveness. The entire territory is illuminated by the light tower, as if it were daytime, allowing everyone to see the monsters outside. These monsters have nowhere to hide and are all within sight. Light Tower is still at level 20, mainly because no one has obtained a light gem in the entire newcomer trial. The battle continued, and monsters fell one after another. 11 o'clock at night, Zhou Yan finally saw a different figure appearing among the monsters. A special sound appeared on the ground. This monster was very huge. Although it was still hidden in the darkness, its pair of glowing eyes was at least 5 meters high from the ground. Only when the monster got closer did everyone see what kind of monster it was. This monster is tall and big, more than 5 meters tall, and its entire body is at least 20 meters long. Its tail, which is full of sharp teeth, is already 10 meters long. This is definitely a very powerful monster. Zhou Yan clicked to view the information about this monster. Monster: Armored Dragon Lizard. Quality: Silver. Race: Warcraft. Level 19. Special: Iron Armor, Strength, Defense, Tail. Introduction. Coming from a continent of Warcraft, with a faint trace of dragon blood, he is the leader of this group of iron-armored earth dragons. He possesses very powerful power. Closing square bracket. Even the other bosses from the white-silver level appeared in the newbie trial. Zhou Yan was very shocked. Silver boss is much stronger than other boss at Azure Bronze level. Other monsters in the White Silver level are very destructive. Even if he believes that he can resist this monster by building his own Great Wall, he does not want to be destroyed by this monster. Once it is damaged, it will cost spirit coins to repair. We must not let this boss come to the city wall. Zhou Yan looked at Chen Qingji and said, "You continue to command the army to stop those armored earth dragons, and leave that big guy to me." How dare the general put the lord in danger? The general is willing to go out of the city to kill this monster himself. Chen Qingji said quickly. You are underestimating me, lord. If your main skill is that you can't even deal with this monster, then you are too weak. No need to say more, just keep an eye on me. The second skill of the defense tower has not been restored yet, otherwise he will definitely shoot this boss first. With a slight leap, he flew out of the city, and casually used the move, Meteor and Fire Shower, to cover the boss. Meteors and fire showers killed countless armored earth dragons. Although the boss was also injured, its defense was indeed good. In addition, its armored back was just enough for defense, causing only slight damage to it. Roar! The boss roared in pain and rushed towards him. His two forelimbs accelerated and the ground shook violently like an earthquake. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.